the best. Said, are you ready for the best? Let's go. Yeah, I said I got this, I'm in it. I'm hella filthy, so I got this, I'm winning. I'm not a quitter, so I'm not fucking quitting. Just try to stop me and you'll drop dead missing. I'm on my way to the top now, listen. I ain't never gonna stop, too driven. I ain't never getting lost, got vision. I'ma make this shit hot, ignition. Yeah, yo, give me facts, not fiction. Then you know I fucking listen, cause I'm on a fucking mission. Man, you got to be driven, cause this world is unforgiving. You're the only one that's winning, or the only one that's quitting. So get up and stay committed, don't be asking for permission. Hit the gas after ignition and start acting like you're winning. Make your own damn decisions, don't let others make you victims. Have a thought and have a vision, don't get caught up in the millions. Yeah, I'ma make this shit hot. Oh, I'ma light this shit up. Yeah, I'ma make this shit hot. Oh, I'ma light this shit up. I got this, I'm on it. Give me 5 years and I got what I wanted. I'ma go ahead and finish all that I started. I'ma go ahead and get it all uncharted. I can make this place go off like a rocket. I can give a fuck if you hate it or you love it. I don't do this shit cause I think that you want it. I just do this shit cause I know that I want it. I could give a fuck if I die today. If I'ma go out, it's my fucking way. At least I'll go out with some pride to my name. With the fight that I play, that's my fucking way, ho. Y'all can sit back and think you are the best of me. I can guarantee that you haven't seen the rest of me. I can guarantee that this shit's gonna be my destiny. And I will never sleep till I make it, then I'll rest in peace. Yeah, I'ma make this shit hot. Oh, I'ma light this shit up. Yeah, I'ma make this shit hot. Oh, I'ma light this shit up. With the best, you fucking with the facts. Yeah, I don't even know what else to say. Let that 808 right out though. Yeah.
Things that will left unsaid, for all the times I've done promises that I had nightmares along the way. I made prayers in vain. I've waited so long to catch my breath. I'm awake, I'm alive.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special live recording on Friday the 13th of Sons of Screens. This is both live on YouTube and Twitch for the first time.
Live on Friday the 13th.
Live on Friday the 13th, Valloween weekend. The rare Friday the 13th that's right before Valentine's Day. So when you butt fuck those to each other, we get Valloween, baby.
Oh man.
So
How
it's
you
like a
been?
second Halloween. Better now. It's fucking sicker
Yeah.
dog shit, of course, on Super Bowl weekend. But
So for those that didn't catch the movies, so what our intent was to do a randomized wheel spin last week, but somebody decided to get sick, so we didn't record last week.
yeah, I got a little too cocky because like working in the hospital and stuff like that, I'm like everybody was like getting sick around me. I'm like, look at me being a champ. Because usually I've already had once a year I have my big old sickness. It's usually in like December, January.
Yeah,
And then it hit me a little late this year. And of course, an inopportune time.
it happened.
It happens. It happened. It was fine though. I curled up in a ball and watched a bunch of movies and watched some Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Well, I tried not to die.
Yeah, the Super Bowl pretty much turned out about how I expected it to.
Yeah, the big old defensive battle until the fourth quarter.
Yeah, whenever it was, I mean, it was the second time I saw the graphic on the game. It was the second time in NFL history that a Super Bowl had gone 3 quarters without a touchdown, and the Patriots have been in both games.
Fucking, that's why we just got to keep those assholes out of there, man.
Well, everybody was tired of the Chiefs, so they got the Patriots again.
There's no winning. There's no winning. That's fine though. I like a good defensive battle. I was still entertained by the game. It wasn't the worst Super Bowl that I've seen in recent memory.
It was not the worst. I mean, it was more entertaining than the game than ones when you get the super blowout like last year's or the Broncos. It was Broncos Seahawks that was like 48-7 or something like that, or 48.
Right. Or you just had the really boring ones like the one that the Rams won a few years ago, a handful of years ago, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a 14-10 victory over the Patriots, I think.
No, I think they beat the Bengals.
Or the Bengals, yeah. That's right.
Bengals are the only team outside of the Chiefs to have gone since Tom Brady won his last Super Bowl for the Patriots.
God, the AFC needs to fucking change, man. You can still count on one hand the different quarterbacks that have played in the fucking Super Bowl in the last 20 years or something like that.
Well, I mean, if you figure
in the AFC side,
yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, I mean, if you figure Big Ben's run, I mean, you basically got Peyton Manning, you've got Tom Brady, you got Patrick Mahomes, you got Ben Roethlisberger, and
you had Joe Flacco for a year.
Right. I mean, we're talking probably going back 15 to 20 years, and able to count the quarterbacks that were, well, even teams that were in the Super Bowl on one hand.
Son of a bitch. And then we still had Tom Brady on the NFC side for a year. God damn it. Fucker, I'm so glad he's gone. But yet he still rapes our ear holes every fucking week.
I know. Can't stand that guy.
He's no Tony Romo.
No, he's
the
not.
greatest commentator of all time.
Like, I really enjoy Tony Romo's commentating. Like, I thought he got a bad rap as a quarterback for the Cowboys, but like his commentating, oh man, he's calling out the play before it happens, and sometimes it's like,
yeah, especially that first year or two.
Maybe you'd still be playing.
Hey. There's two sides of the ball, man. As we learned in any given Sunday, there's an offense and a defense. Respectfully paid. Damn it.
Well, before we get into recent watches, since we have 2 movies that we prepared for last week and didn't get into, do you want to roll those through real quick? And
yeah, it was kind of quick to go through those. We did Adam Green's Frozen, where this group of friends are stuck on a ski lift up high above, which I like those kind of movies because I like the single location, like one spot type movies, because I'm always curious to see how the filmmaker creates a feature-length film.
Right. I need to pull it up again, but like, so do you ever go just look at the reviews on Letterboxd for some of these movies?
Sometimes with these movies where I'm kind of like, I can see how it could go either way, I'll go and see what people say.
So the most popular review for this movie on Letterboxd, very short. It says, "Wow, Disney has done it again. I sure want to build a snowman after this flick."
Oh, well, yeah. Good old Frozen joke. Let it go.
Like
or let it snow. Or
the only scary thing about this is how similar Dan looks to Zac Efron. Like, I was getting some good kicks out of going and reading some of the reviews that were on there because half of them were kind of poking fun at it being called the same thing as a Disney movie.
But I mean, yeah, and like with all those movies, the reason why I like the whole single location, especially a tight location like that, to see how efficiently, because I think it's about 50-50 on me if it works or not. Because a lot of times they would just make a good short instead of a feature length movie.
Yeah.
But I think this one did a pretty good job with stretching it out. I mean, question the decisions that some of these fucking dumb shits make.
Like, so when I was growing up, I used to go on a ski trip every year. I mean, it was probably about 10 to 15 years that every year I'd go on a ski trip. Like we, as a family, like our church, a bunch of families from the church would go, and like we'd go out and spend a week in Colorado and we'd go skiing. So like, I love skiing. I haven't been since I tore my ACL, but like, I really like skiing. So like seeing some of the stuff that these guys were doing, like I don't remember when this movie was made, but whenever they were sitting there paying $100 to get three lift passes, it's like those things used to be like $30 a day. Why are you willing to pay $50?
Right. Yeah. What I like the similarities between these two movies, though, is they both kind of started the same. Where you had the guy flirting with the girl that's already taken by another guy. That you see in any kind of fucking ski movie, no matter what genre, what TV show or anything, you always have that moment.
Yep. What did you think about the wolves killing the two? At
first, I was like, okay, that makes sense. But then it seems like they just became like the main character there for a good second.
They did, yeah. Like so, what I kind of thought, like, I've obviously never been out on a ski resort at night. It is the mountains, so I'm sure that there's tons of wildlife out there, but there are so many people that go through those ski areas that I don't feel like wolves frequent them all that often.
Right. Not a whole pack like that. You know?
Right.
Which, I mean, but then that guy finally does his little climb over into the ladder and he just keeps going down knowing that the wolves are right fucking there. I'm like, I know you're in a hurry to go, like, save the day, but you should also kind of stop and think about what you're doing right now instead of plopping your ass on a fucking snowboard and thinking you're going to sled down the bottom of the hill with all those wolves running around.
Right.
Like, what the fuck? And then she was a big old idiot, too. Like, I'm going to take off my glove and drop it and try to smoke a cigarette and then place my hand on the bar and fall asleep and fucking freeze my and I'm getting severe frostbite on my face, but not try to fucking pull down my beanie, my big-ass knitted beanie over it or anything.
No, there was a ton of questionable decisions that were made in this movie.
Yeah, dumb shits. Where you're kind of like, you really had no empathy for any three of these fucking people.
My favorite, what I'd call cameo in the movie, was Kane Hodder. Like, so the guy driving up in the snow thing, he pulled up, and I turned to my wife and was like, I think that's Kane Hodder. And she was like, who's Kane Hodder? And I was like, the guy that we met at Frightmare who really loved our son.
Right. And they took way too long to start pulling off their ski gear and stuff to throw it at it. And then they were just completely missing him, too, when they finally started doing it. Like, come on. Your life literally depends on this. Have a little better aim here. It's a big-ass fucking, like, tractor thing or whatever. Like, a big old snowplow or whatever. Fucking hit that son of a bitch.
Right.
He even stopped and was like, what was that? Oh, I better keep going.
Well, I'd be, like, I could 99% guarantee you that every single ski resort, whenever they shut the lifts off, they will go through and make sure that there's nobody on the lifts even after they shut them off.
Yeah, but, that ruins the movie.
I know.
That's when it does become a short. We're saved! The end.
So what was your decision making behind picking this? Was it just because of Olympics, or what was the
yeah, initially that was because the Olympics were kicking off that same weekend, so I was like, I want to do an Olympic theme. But then all the actual like Olympic movies I saw, I'm like, those are way just like too positive and happy. So I was like, I'm gonna go to something that's like a sporting event at the Winter Olympics. So I was like, oh, there's a pair of skiing movies I wouldn't mind doing because I've seen Frozen before, but I never saw Ice before, so I wanted to do one I've seen, one I haven't. Kind of thing.
Yeah, this one was a first time watch for me, so like I was very
okay. So you were always aware of this movie, but you never saw it.
Correct. So I feel. What year did this come out? Was it 2020?
Early 2000s.
2000?
Earlier than that. Yeah, like early 2000s, like before Adam Green even did his Hatchet series.
I've got it right here, I guess. 2010. Okay, so yeah, like I don't know when I first heard about it. Not when it came out, because I thought it came out in the last few years. But like I have seen it advertised. I don't remember if it was on Shudder or if it was like I saw it advertised somewhere, and I was like, "Hey, that looks interesting," but I never got around to watching it. So like, I was pleasantly surprised by this movie.
Yeah, I knew it was before the Disney Frozen came out, so there was always the whole which Frozen are we talking about here, dude?
Right.
Surprised there was no like legal actions over that. But Adam Green's kind of an idiot, so he probably didn't patent that name or whatever.
Probably not. Well, I'll give my rating on this one first. So this one, overall, I enjoyed the movie. Like, I thought they did a really good job for, like you said, being a more or less a one location shot.
Like a single location movie, yeah.
I give this one an 8. Like, I thought they did a great job with it. I really enjoyed this movie.
Nice. I mean, overall, it is a fun watch. I mean, especially if you are with some people, because you can sit there and critique how stupid these fucking people are,
right?
And have a laugh about it with each other, you know.
Well, and me being a skier, like I got it brought back some nostalgia for me.
There you go. There you go. For me, I did enjoy it, but then I also like. I'm the opposite way of where when I'm sitting there calling out how dumb these fucking people are, irritates me. Mm-hmm. And then the girl though, who I thought was the biggest idiot of those three, is of course the one that survives. It's kind of like Jessica Biel in the Texas Chainsaw remake. She was the cause of everything. She was the only one that fucking lived. Stupid cunt.
She's the one that made him do all the shit that made him die.
Yeah, she's the only one that gets to survive. Okay, that's fucked up. But I do enjoy watching the movie, though, and I did want to revisit it. I give it a solid 6. Okay. And then good old Iced. Oh. Boy, so, I enjoyed this movie. I really I did. So but not because it was a good movie.
I was going to say, like, I tried to put myself in the 80s mindset, and oh my goodness, like, there was some...
Like, this movie came out in 89, and it was a proper way to send out 80s B slasher movies. Because it had all of its classic tropes, like the terrible acting, the god-awful dialogue.
So, I was sitting there watching this, and I turned to my wife, and I was like, I think Andrew just picked a Skinamax movie from the 80s, and like an after...
Yeah, and all the gratuitous nudity and stuff, yeah.
Like, it was like... It felt like it was something that was released on Cinemax for that like after 9 o'clock or after 11 o'clock or whatever series where they just play rated soft porn.
And I saw the low grainy version of it because I know Screen Factory or Arrow or somebody like that did an actual Blu-ray release of this movie.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure that clarity was much better than
did they
the
make it
version I saw.
widescreen? Like, did they release?
They gave the full upscale, treatment.
What do they do? So you may not know, like, if there's a movie that was not shot in widescreen, how do they make it widescreen, or they just not make it widescreen?
They can still make it widescreen. They just kind of stretch the image a little bit, and then you'll get crops. Like you'll crop the top and bottom a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know exactly how they do it because that sounds like that would really distort the image, but somehow they pull it off.
Like, I was curious, good. Maybe they like just extend a little bit on each end, but I feel like that would make the picture look weird too. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how they do it because I mean, most of the time it turns out looking pretty damn good, but
yeah,
they pull it off.
The
only Blu-rays where they didn't go widescreen was like the old Universal Monster movies. They still stay in the same aspect ratio.
Right. So the killer. What year was it that Halloween came out?
78.
78. So about 10 years earlier. So, like, I feel like they were trying to have the killer, like, the view out of the broken ski goggles,
like the mass quantity of random 80s slasher films tried to do, the POV shots and stuff. Right. I did kind of like the whole little jagged view though through the broken goggles.
Yeah, I did too.
As corny as it was, I did like that. And like I said, the awful, like, this was one of those to where like the awful dialogue and awful acting was so bad that it was good.
Yeah.
You know, there's too many movies to where it's bad, it's just bad, and you can't even fucking watch it. I was laughing every fucking 2 minutes at this thing just because the line delivery and.
I found myself chuckling quite a few times on this one, but this is not the kind of movie that I like. What I would say enjoy, if that makes sense. Like, I mean, I'll watch any movie, but it felt like like I said, it felt like it was trying to be a Cinemax movie, Cinemax After Dark or whatever.
Another reason why I picked this because I knew it got the re-release, like the Blu-ray upgrade and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, so that means there must be some kind of cult following for it or something. So there might be some good qualities in there somewhere, even if it's bad good qualities.
Well, I'm not disappointed I watched the movie. I mean, it will not be in this range.
Right. No, I had a good time with it, but I can't say it was a good movie. Like, yeah, one of those situations. To where I'll just go ahead and get my rating with it. I meet right in the middle with it on a 5.
All right.
It tickled me enough to mediocre it.
I'm a little lower than that. Like I said, it didn't really catch me. I mean, I was not expecting the real estate guy to be the killer, but this one for me, I'll bump it up a little bit. I was going to give it a 3, but I'll give it a 3.5.
3.5.
Just because
you bringing up the killer in this one just tells me like how like I think in my opinion that was a bigger killer revealed in the movie Valentine that we're going to talk later.
Absolutely.
Good God, what a reveal that was. Anyway. So you're giving it that extra little decimal point, huh?
Yeah. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to knock it up to a 4 because I'm going to give Iced a 4 because I'll give it like I can't give it lower.
Again, it's another one of those. If you're with some friends and stuff, there's plenty to laugh at about.
Right.
People don't get.
Well, and if it was one that we pulled up like whenever we had an Andrew weekend or something, and we were just hanging out, sitting there when everybody was just sitting there, kind of chilling and BSing and chewing the shit. Maybe that's like whenever we had Blades on, we were all cracking up with Blades.
Right.
I'm going to enjoy it in a setting like that differently than I'll enjoy it in a setting where I'm watching it by myself.
Yeah, it can't just be a on at any time situation. It has to be a specific time for you to be able to watch it. Which I would watch it again with the right setting.
Yeah.
All right. Very cool.
Well, before we get into so I think we want recent watches next, right?
Yes.
So before we get into that, since we have
you gotta do your beer.
We have 2 weeks of recent watches to get through. So so as I look at the can, it's not Valentine's Day themed, but the name of it is the closest thing I could find for Valentine's Day. So we got ourselves a Hearts on Fire.
Hearts on fire, strong desire.
What is it? Is it Bullet for My Valentine that has a song called Hearts on Fire?
They have Ready Aim Fire. I think it was Bullet for My Valentine.
I'm gonna have to look it up because I swear there's a song like it's not death metal, but it's like Bullet for My Valentine style.
Like heavy garage rock.
Yeah, that'd be a good explanation for it. I could have sworn they had one called Hearts on Fire, but let me get the deets on this one.
See, I think I just kind of paraphrased my little because there's something on fire in the Rocky soundtrack too. I don't think it was Hearts on Fire though.
So this one is another one made in Texas by Texans.
Oh, ooh. As long as it's by Texans,
it is a 10% alcohol. And it is a Russian Imperial Stout. I have a feeling this is going to be an awful beer. I'm
but
just
it's Imperial.
Well, I'm not a huge stout guy, and this literally is a. Yeah, let's see. I'm going to agitate it just in case it needs it.
Right. Give it a quick. Give it a little play-by-play because I'm going to do a quick pee-pee.
Okay.
Is my Hearts on Fire? Yeah, it's called Heart.
All right. Well, It is foaming out the top. I'm glad I didn't get my nose too close down there. It doesn't smell awful. The head kind of has a almost like a vanilla porter taste, so it may not be that bad. Yeah, I would say that this is kind of a not quite a vanilla porter, but it's very darn close. Like it has a lot of those qualities, and I don't dislike vanilla porters, which I know I said I don't like stouts, but vanilla porter I would say is probably the one exception to that rule. It is not as bad as I was expecting. It is going to take some doing though. Yeah. So I think we'll be able to get through it.
Not too bad.
So I was just telling the viewers, like I really think that this kind of has a vanilla porter feel taste to it.
Ah, a little vanilla like yourself.
Yeah, like me. Like I've told you that I'm not a stout guy, but vanilla porter is my one exception to that rule. So would you like to go through your recent watches, or do you want to kind of go through 2 or 3 at a time, or how do you want to do that? Since we've both got quite a few this week.
I'll just rattle through mine, and then you can rattle through yours.
All right.
Especially since you know how quick my bathroom breaks are going to be, because not only am I drinking night, but I drink a lot of hydrating liquids all day today. So it's been flowing. It's been flowing today for sure.
I didn't drink any tea today, so we're good. Tea always makes me go like I'm like every 5 minutes.
Yeah, nice. But okay, so let's see. Okay, yeah, I ended with Send Help last week. So I started off because my hype train for the new Scream is fucking hard, like Viagra fucking hard right now. But I didn't really quite. It comes out in 2 weeks on the 27th.
Okay.
So, but before I dove into my Scream movies, I was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna do a little deep dive into some Neve Campbell, just because I'm like, I forgot how much I love her.
The Craft, didn't you?
No, I didn't watch The Craft. This was the first time watching me. I watched 3 to Tango. It's her and Matthew Perry, good old friend star. And I can't remember the other dude's name. He was kind of big there in the late 90s, mid 2000s. The way the poster looks, stuff like that, it's gonna be like this weird love triangle. No, it's really she is dating the boss of Matthew Perry, and he tells Matthew Perry to tell her that he's gay, so there's no like possible attraction there. So he has to pretend that he's gay the whole time and convince her that he's gay, and as he's pretending that he's gay, they're falling in love, and so now he's trying to figure out a way to confess his love without being fired,
right?
and steal from the prick boss.
I feel like I've seen that movie.
I didn't mind it. I thought it was a decent fucking rom-com. And I mean, Neve Campbell is adorable as always. And Matthew Perry was doing his typical Chandler comedy.
Could I be wearing any more clothes?
It was a solid watch. Then I followed that up with one that I have seen, and I only revisited it because Neve Campbell is very hot as a fucking alternative kind of borderline goth girl, and that's Wild Things. I
did enjoy Wild, like. So you got a couple Denise Richard movies this week.
Unfortunately.
Like I did enjoy, like, Wild Things is one I bought when I was younger. I mean, let's be honest.
It's not a good movie.
We know why I bought it. But
right. But well, I mean, look at the time period that it came out. We were all sprouting some pubes, man.
Right.
Like so.
It's kind of like the entire reason I watched Cruel Intentions was because of Sarah Michelle Gellar.
And the reason I watch Showgirls because I want to see Jesse Spano naked,
Right.
So, grew up watching her call me a chauvinist pig, and then all of a sudden is naked and stuff. So
right. So I mean, like, Wild Things, I wouldn't call a bad movie, but I mean,
just the way they did the movie itself and how they revealed the twist and stuff like that. It's like they did the movie and they're like, okay, here's the last 10 minutes. We're gonna sit here and cut out like this twist, why this did this, why he did this, why she did this, why this person's still alive, why this person. I'm just like, nah. I just felt like a weird sexual Hallmark movie to me. It was just...
Right.
And Denise Richards, she's not even my overrated pick of the week because she doesn't even deserve that title. She's one of the worst actresses I've ever seen in my fucking life. How she got all the different roles that she did over the years is beyond me. Oh, I mean, I guess obviously because she's a looker.
Like her looks are what's gotten her. Like
her acting skills, though. Oh my god.
I was honestly very concerned that Sydney Sweeney was going to be the next Denise Richards, but Sydney Sweeney can actually act.
Yeah, she's proved to me that she can actually act, and she's got some diversity to her. Denise Richards does not. I'd have to say Denise Richards' best acting performance was Tammy and the T-Rex, and if you don't know that movie, go fucking check it out. But yeah, she's just god awful, and like she's almost like she's too generic hot for me too. So she never really did it for me. You know, I like my off-brand hotties. You know.
Oh yeah, I know.
Like Nev Campbell, all gothed out. Yeah. So, and then we see Kevin Bacon's penis in this movie, and I didn't need to see that. You know, that's a little too much bacon bits going on there. So,
bacon bits.
Yeah. So. And this next Nev Campbell movie was the first time I seen it, and I wouldn't have watched it if I would have seen it before because they have Nev Campbell featured heavily on the poster. It's Nev Campbell, Ryan Phillippe, Selma Hayek, and Mike Myers all on the poster of 54. Don't know if you heard of this movie or not. It's about an old New York club called 54 in the 70s that was really popular. And I watched the director's cut of this because I did a Google on it, and they're like, if you're gonna watch it, and this is your first time watching it, watch the director's cut because it's actually the director's vision. The studio came in and fucked it all up, so I watched the director's version. It was still okay. Weird performances from Mike Myers.
So, question: did you go watch the theatrical performance and see which one was better?
No, because if that's like universally worse, I don't want to watch it.
But maybe it's not universally worst.
Maybe it's more my style. Like maybe I like it when studios come in and hack shit up and.
Well, I mean that's not your style. But like maybe what they changed would have. But the problem is you've already seen the director's cut, so you're gonna be like, oh well, you already know where it's going. So like,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get to see the theatrical version first to see like what they took out. Because the studio's like, no, the people don't want this; they want this. You know?
Well,
especially since that group that has said they were all huge in the late '90s, so of course,
right. But now that you've already seen the director's vision, you're already predetermined on what you're gonna see whenever you watch the theatrical.
like Breckin Meyer is not even on the poster, but he's probably like the co-star next to Ryan Phillippe in this movie.
Okay.
I love me some Breckin Meyer, but he wasn't that poster quality star, I guess, at the time.
Right.
So.
Right.
And Nev Campbell is literally in it at a total runtime of like 2 minutes. I was so pissed. I was like, the whole reason I watched this is to watch Nev Campbell, and she shows up like 2 times. I'm like, okay, that's kind of bullshit. But I powered through that one. It would have gotten like a 3. And then after that, I just randomly decided to watch Assassin's Creed because I've never saw that before.
So. The movie was enjoyable, but it was disappointing from the game aspect.
I would say I never played the game, so I didn't have that going into it.
I played the entire Desmond storyline, and then it kind of started. They kept. I mean, it's still a very popular franchise, but it's kind of gone away from like during the Desmond storyline, which I think it was up through Assassin's Creed 3. Like 1, 2, and 3, and then Black Flags. I think we're all Desmond.
Is Assassin's Creed one of those like stealthy games to where you have to like sneak up on people and stuff? Okay,
well, you're an assassin,
man, and stuff. Oh, okay.
So general premise of the Assassin's Creed game, you are in modern day, and you find out that the Assassins and Templars have been warring or feuding since centuries past.
Okay.
And it is still happening today. So they've created an animus. So you go into the animus and you go back into one of your ancestors, and you learn how to become an assassin through your ancestors' training.
Okay, yeah, kind of like the movie. And
yes, but the movie. The movie.
Well, I was thinking Assassin's Creed was the game to where you can rewind yourself, but that was Prince of Persia. Right? Yeah.
I never played
any of the modern games.
I can't tell you that.
I've always been a retro gamer. The modern day games I never really touched unless they were sports.
Assassin's Creed I really enjoyed. It was a very enjoyable game.
So being a fan of the game, going to the movie, I could see why it would disappoint.
I enjoyed the movie for the movie. I did not.
It's like I enjoyed the live action Mario Brothers movie for the movie, even though it's nothing like.
Right, like I did not. I did not feel like the movie did the game justice, but the movie was good.
Yeah. Well, okay. So yeah, I watched that because of you, because that was one of the Blu-rays that I stole out of your box of movies. So
Michael
I put that
Fassbender.
in. So then after that, I visited what would probably be my second favorite John Carpenter film, if it wasn't for the second worst actress I'm talking about tonight, and that's Kim Cattrall. And Big Trouble in Little China. I absolutely love that movie. But anytime Kim Cattrall talks, I'm just like, I want to punch my TV. Like, she is so awful in anything she's done, but she's the worst in this. Her best performance was in Porky's, where she's the Howler.
Not the Howler from Harry Potter.
No, yeah, not that one. That one was annoying though too. But I do love me some Big Trouble. It's probably still my second favorite movie. I just got to bite my teeth through Kim Cattrall's performance. But
yeah,
so I love me some Big Trouble in Little China. And then I did the Cloverfield trilogy.
Okay, I still need to do that. We've got them all. I've seen Cloverfield. I have not seen 10 Cloverfield Lane, or what was the third one?
Cloverfield Paradox.
Yeah, I haven't seen. We've got them all. I just haven't seen them.
And it's like a loose trilogy because those other two movies were actually their own individual movies. In this,
right, you told me that you can watch them individually. Like you can watch them in any order, and it's not going to matter.
So I did a dive into like how these connect, and they're like, well, it's kind of the Cloverfield Paradox explains how it kind of happens on two different Earths because it split a time in the paradox or whatever. Yeah. I guess the Marvel multi-universe bullshit. Yeah, that kind of shit. And looking at it in that perspective, it makes sense because they in Cloverfield Paradox they go up and they try to do some scientific fucking experiment bullshit, and they end up causing a divide in some time. So we get some aliens get shot down in 2008 in Cloverfield, and then we got in 2016 we get some aliens shot down with John Goodman and Elizabeth Mary Winstead, who is awesome. But 10 Cloverfield Lane, I love both Cloverfield and 10 Cloverfield Lane. Like, I think they're probably Miss Davises for me. That's how much I love those movies. Like, Cloverfield, because found footage movies, I always get sucked in to where I start really like believing them because I feel like I'm watching somebody's home movie.
Oh yeah.
To where I left the theater like wondering if New York was okay. I was like, is the giant monster like? So there we went to Wendy's afterwards, and I was like nervously eating my nuggets and shit just because I was still trying to calm down from the movie that I just saw. And in 10 Cloverfield Lane, like John Goodman's performance, this is hands down my favorite John Goodman performance, and he has a lot of great performances, but his performance in 10 Cloverfield Lane is fucking phenomenal, and how he didn't win like any Academy Awards or anything like that is beyond me. He's so fucking good, so fucking creepy, but yet so like you're almost like on his side. You'll see what I mean when you eventually watch it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to give spoilers, that's fine. I'll go to the bathroom, but
no, there's really not spoilers. I'm just talking to his performance though specifically. You'll see exactly what I mean. It's so good. So they're definitely, and then Cloverfield Paradox. It's an okay movie. It's worth the watch, especially if you're intrigued by the Cloverfield and 10 Cloverfield Lane movies. So we got that, and then we're gonna make this guy come up on real quick. You're live on YouTube.
We might have a little.
I made it to the show.
I'll tell myself before we record. I was like, if Farmer pops in, I'm gonna try my best to quickly go in there and at him before he leaves the studio.
And just like that.
Oh.
Exactly. That's why I was quick about
Farmer,
it.
come back. I'm gonna use the restroom. You guys talk real quick while I go use the restroom. Here, I guess you stay here for a second. I'll be right back.
First rule of a horror movie: you don't say "I'll be right back."
I'll be right back.
Oh god, and we got dual horror stickers.
Oh, which one is which?
Right. Farmer, did you ever see Cloverfield or 10 Cloverfield Lane?
10 Cloverfield, is that with fucking John Goodman?
Yeah, John Goodman, Mary Elizabeth
I did not see
Winstead.
that one. I saw the first one. First one was all right, but I never bothered with the other one.
So you kind of like the J.J. Abrams produced, and it was directed by Matt Reeves. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, back then it was cool. Now I probably think it's a dumpster fire. But yeah.
What'd you think of Big Trouble in Little China? That was another recent watch of mine.
Listen, fucking. Sometimes you just grab that big old hairy monster by the fucking car. Gotta be like, hey, have you paid your dues? Yeah, checks in the mail.
It's a great movie, but I can't stand Kim Cattrall in it. She's the fucking worst.
She's so cunty. It's great though. Yeah.
Just her acting is fucking awful. She's
I mean,
bad as
it's
Denise
abysmal, but I
Richards.
mean, think about that fucking movie. I mean, like, it's like,
Right, yeah.
is the acting good? Is it really? I mean,
And then again, you bring up Kurt Russell's like lines and stuff in it, like
I mean,
because
he
it's
has a lot
supposed
of
to
good
be bad.
quotables. I give him that. He's got some fucking listen, like that short little man said in the beginning. You leave Jack alone where it is debt. He showed
Good
great
Jack.
courage. That's what he said. And that fucking lawyer from the X-Files, he's over there like, do you expect me to believe that? And then fucking homeboy over here like,
Oh Jesus! What'd you think of Wild Things? That was another recent watch of mine. The Nev
Wild
Campbell, Denise Richards,
Oh,
Matt
yeah.
Dillon,
You
Kevin
know,
Bacon.
I've never really like seen that thing the whole way through. I've seen like bits of it.
Really? Because we were talking about how that movie came out around the time we were all, going through our puberty stages. So,
Well, I
of
mean,
course,
you're
we
like
all saw
50
that.
years older than me, so it's a little different stage, but yeah.
Not that much older than you. I'm
So
only
you're
a
still going through
whopping
puberty?
40. Farmer might be. He hasn't hit his growth spurt yet, obviously.
Yeah, no, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. I still got
It's gonna hit him eventually.
I still got my fucking soft spots, so I'm still waiting.
So Paris shouldn't throw their chairs at your head then, since you still got a soft spot on the back of your head.
That's it.
Make you go full retard. Never go.
So
full
Farmer,
retard.
how's the wrestling been going? I like literally the first match that I got to watch of yours, you won.
Crazy, right? What a fucking world, huh?
Yeah, I don't think that was supposed to happen.
No, I don't think so either.
I was gonna ask you because like it felt like he was supposed to kick out and didn't. Like,
Yep.
yeah. I was
Yeah,
curious.
I
about
could
that.
tell by your reaction after the 3 count. I'm like, He doesn't look like somebody that was just won a match.
Yeah, that wasn't it.
Was he just tired? Did he get hurt? What happened?
I don't know. Who's to say? Who's to say what happened?
You're not gonna give anything away, are you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
This isn't Netflix. We don't give away everything like
Yeah.
they do on that Unreal.
I will give you this though, Faye. We already know Tyler Breeze bailed.
Yeah, that pisses me off.
Yeah. Well, you want to know his opponent? You want to know? The
Yes, I
opponent?
do.
You want to know? I'm just
know.
one man.
No, that doesn't help me.
I'm a one man band, baby.
Is it really? Nuh-uh.
Heats later. Yeah.
No way. You were saying I was gonna be disappointed, and the hell yeah, that's better than Breezy.
Yeah, he's
that-
flying in on Sunday. Yeah, they said.
And especially a last minute replacement. That's fucking awesome.
I don't- Do we have any control over the comments? Because I'm pretty sure we just got a spam comment.
Oh, that's just a bot. Yeah, they happen.
But we can't delete it or anything.
Nah, because we don't have any moderators. So that's fine.
Okay.
People can go view streamboo.com if they want to, but you might get a virus if you do.
No, I don't think you might. I think you will.
I'm just a one man. That's fucking awesome. Hell yeah.
All right.
Well, tune in on Sunday because I'll be streaming that event.
You will.
It's gonna be
I'll
good
be there.
stuff. Well, I'll see if I get shut down or not.
No, you won't. You'll be good.
You shouldn't because you got approval, right?
Yeah, from this guy.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Stream will be fine. Go ahead.
Sweet. All right. Well, back to my recent watches.
Now,
Brandon
real
next.
quick before that though, like, does he need to say courtesy of something on his stream?
I have no idea how it works.
You do not.
We'll
No, it's fine. It's you're good.
Okay.
You're all set. Yeah. And on that note,
All right. And as he was leaving, I was about to go into a franchise that he used to love, but fell out of love with it, and that's the good old Scream franchise.
I love me some Scream.
Since I was all laid out in bed, he's like this. I was like, this is a good time. I was like, I know the movie is still a couple weeks away from Scream 7 hitting, but I'm gonna sit here and go ahead and do my 12-hour fucking binge of all 6 Scream movies.
There's what, 6 now,
Yeah, there's 6 of them.
and 7 is getting ready to come out.
Yes, and I absolutely cannot fucking wait. I'm so hyped for it. But my order of, I'll just do my quick ranking of my order of from favorite to least favorite in the Scream movies, and I think they're all good. Mine goes 1, 6, 2, 5, 4, 3.
1, 6, 5, 2, 4, 3.
1, 6, 1, 6, 2, 5, 4, 3. Yeah.
6, 2, 5. Okay. All right.
I forgot how much I love 6 because this was only the second time I watched it since
6
it was
was really
theater
good.
covered.
Like, I love that
I
they
did.
brought all they kind of brought it all back full circle.
Well, and I love the whole massive collection of all the past killers as memorabilia and shit that they used. The reveals of the killers, like you definitely saw them coming, but then like their little tie-in of why they're doing it because they're tying in on part 5. It was the family of Jack Quaid from part 5, and so it was a little revenge action. It's like, okay, that reveal could have been a little better because it was pretty predictable. Like the whole time you could tell that old detective guy, he was like, you're like, yeah, he's fucking part of it for sure.
Yeah.
But the movie itself, though, I thought it was just fun from beginning to end. That's why it's my second favorite.
Nice.
And of course, the first Scream is just so fucking classic.
The first Scream, like, I don't think, like, it revitalized what I'd call the horror franchise, in my opinion.
Oh, and the 90s was going down on a big old downward spiral on horror. And
What year? What year was the first Scream? Was it 98?
96.
96. Okay.
It was Christmas Day of 96.
So, like, it literally brought horror back to relevancy, in my opinion.
And who'd have thunk? And from Wes Craven, who, you know, he's a legend, but he was also kind of on his little roller coaster of good, bad movies. But then he dropped this bomb on us, which was awesome. And the kind of a prelude to it was Wes Craven's New Nightmare, to where he was kind of doing the meta thing, to where, you know, we're the Freddy movies exist in this.
Right.
But now we have a real Freddy that wears leather pants and a green bug jacket. This one, you know, talks about horror films and talks about real movies. They even bring up the Richard Gere hamster in the butt urban legend in it. And I love the way they hyped the movie up when it's coming out, because they put Drew Barrymore like front and center of their first poster. To throw people off, and then she dies in the first fucking 5 minutes. Yeah.
Was that Scream 1 or Scream 2? I thought that was
Scream 1.
Okay.
Scream 1.
I could have sworn that was Scream 2. Yeah, like they bring out this actress that is a big name to be the main,
and they put her front and center of the poster, and then has to throw people off. Yeah, it turns out Neve Campbell, who was like in the far back on that first poster, she's the main star and is now my favorite Scream queen. I'd rank her over like Jamie Lee and anybody else. Neve Campbell's number 1.
Neve is up there. I'm not
she's
actually
a badass. She whips everybody's ass.
But yeah, she's up there.
Both show. I love them. So yeah, out of the sequels, my favorite's definitely 6. My least favorite's 3. I think that's where another whole little studio action came in, and there was a bunch of rewrites as it was being filmed.
Yeah.
Because originally it was supposed to be Matthew Lillard was like the Stumacher was alive, and he was the leader of this like army of ghost faces.
Well,
but
and
there was a lot of.
Now, do you think that's going to be the Scream 7 plotline?
Well, the reason I stopped that in Scream 3 is because that was during a time there was a bunch of like school shootings and Columbine and all
gotcha.
that shit was going on. So
Yep.
they're like, okay, now's not the time to do that. So instead, we're going to let it be Sydney's half brother that she didn't even know about,
Right.
who is in Scream 7. Roman is going to be in Scream 7.
Nice.
So is somehow David Arquette. He's in it.
Okay.
And then, of course, we get the return of Stu Macher. I don't, and I was thinking, I was like, I'm going to be pissed if it's like flashbacks or an AI type of situation. But
Well,
now I'm
and
thinking, you know what? I also don't give a shit because we're getting brand new scenes from these characters, no matter how they do it.
correct, but think about was it I Know What You Did Last Summer, where they had Sarah Michelle Gellar in there, but she was in there as a
Yeah, she was like a little
decaying-
dream sequence type
yeah.
thing.
It could be that same kind of thing.
That's fine, but I'm a bigger Lillard fan than I am a Sarah Michelle Gellar fan. So give me some new Stu Macher because that character was fucking fantastic.
It was Shaggy before he was Shaggy.
And in all the sequels, they talk about Billy Loomis this, Billy Loomis that. I'm like, y'all are forgetting about Stu Macher. All right?
Yeah.
So maybe he's a little pissed off that they haven't been talking about him all these years. He's, you know what? I'm going to wait for Sydney's daughter to grow up, and then I'm going to kill her in front of her.
Oh yeah. Don't.
But
Right.
by how Dewey and Roman are in this movie, no clue, because Roman got shot in the head.
I'm still a fairly new father. I don't like to hear about kids getting killed in front of their parents.
Right. Well, because Sydney's daughter is the same age that Sydney was when the attacks first started happening in the first one.
Okay.
So it's a full circle.
So she's like a high schooler.
Yeah. She's a full-grown teenager like Sydney was in the first one.
Yeah.
Named Tatum after Rose McGowan's character in the first one, which I love. That was a nice little touch because obviously that was Sidney Prescott's best friend was Tatum.
Correct.
And it turns out her titties were too big to get through that doggy door. So.
But she didn't get her
character
head
that's
by a
not
garage door.
Somehow they didn't bring her back, but they figured out a way to bring back somebody that got filleted like a fucking fish and another dude that got shot in the head. They'll be back.
I guarantee there are going to be some sort of dream sequence or something of that nature.
And again, I'm telling myself I don't care because I get brand new scenes with these characters I love, especially Dewey. Because
Absolutely.
goddamn it, when they killed Dewey, like Scream 5 was the first Scream without Wes Craven, and they kill off Dewey. I'm like, Wes Craven would be fucking pissed right now.
Yeah, I was pissed.
And then he ends up getting killed by the fucking little tiny chick that ends up being a Nora Academy Award winner, the only Academy Award winning Ghostface out of the whole franchise. I'm like, this tiny little bitch is the one that kills Dewey after all the things that Dewey's been through. Fuck you. Fuck that bitch. Like, while I was watching the movie Nora, and like I was like, okay, great performance. I can see why you won the Academy Award, but also go fuck yourself. Because you killed one of my favorite characters in cinematic history. So go kill yourself.
As much as I want to delve down this rabbit hole, I feel like a Scream franchise should probably be its own episode.
Oh, for sure. Because obviously I can ramble on and on and on.
Well,
about everything and anything.
I could talk Scream for another 2 or 3 hours, but I don't feel like that's probably what we should do.
But okay, yeah, I'll transition into my next watch, which was another franchise. Because Sunday before the Super Bowl happened, I was like, I got about 6 hours to kill. What can I watch? And then I remembered that each Hatchet film is about an hour and a half long.
Okay.
So, and there was 4 movies, so I'm like, that's right around 6 hours. So I ended up watching the Hatchet franchise. Another Adam Green that tied in with Frozen there.
Right. So I have not seen the Hatchet franchise. I feel like it's one that I should visit sometime.
Yes, the second one is my favorite. I absolutely love Hatchet.
Didn't
So-
Farmer have something to do with one of them?
I don't think so. No, he's met Adam Green and has like
Okay.
a little bit of a history.
I could have
with
sworn
Adam
that he had something to do with one of them.
No. But yeah, Hatch 2 is great. Hatch 3 and 4 kind of go down a little slippery slope. But overall, it's just fun, good old school practical effects, slasher, American horror. They're fun watches. Again, it's a nice little friend and family watch. You know, family that is old enough to watch.
Well, how about
People-
this? Next time we have an Andrew weekend, bring the Hatchet series because I assume you have it on physical. So bring the Hatchet series.
Yeah.
We're gonna put that on in the basement. Or even the garage. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have a Hatchet marathon.
Sounds good because they're all a good time. But yeah, the second one's definitely my favorite. And then I had to, since after I spun the wheel on what Valentine movie we were gonna watch, and
You watched the other ones, didn't you?
well, I only watched one of the other ones, and that was the one that just came out last year, Hard Eyes, which I really enjoyed. Hard Eyes, which has Mason Gooding from Scream 5 and 6.
I have not seen Hard Eyes yet. It's one that has intrigued me. It has intrigued me, but I have not watched it.
It's a pretty unique kind of a one of a kind movie because like it's not really a slasher flick. It's more like a romantic comedy with a killer in it. Like,
oh, okay.
It's pretty wild. And when I say romantic comedy, like it's straight up like a romantic comedy. Like do. She meets him. Oh, I can't stand him. I can't stand you. But we're slowly falling in love with each other. Type of romantic comedy. But then we're also going to throw a random killer in here, too. Trying to kill him. Because this killer likes to kill people that are in love. And their whole thing is, we're not in love. We hate each other. Stop trying to kill us. And it's just... it's a good time. And then that went into the Silent Hill movies. Because we had the brand new one that just came out last month.
So I saw you watched a new one. And, like, how many Silent Hill movies are there now?
There's 3. We have Silent Hill Revelation, and then Return to Silent Hill.
Which one's the one with Sean Bean in it? Is that the first one?
Who's Sean Bean? He plays like a detective in a lot of movies and stuff. He's like an older gentleman.
I don't know how to explain him to you other than he's fucking Stark. Like you haven't seen Game of Thrones though, so
Oh, but he does look like that guy. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay.
He's in both the first one and Revelation.
Okay.
He's in the first 2.
Like the dad of the daughter in I think it's the first one.
Yeah, he's also still the dad of the daughter in the second one. It's just the daughter is a different actress in the second one. And the second one was when the whole big, like when the 3D craze was really going on, to where we got like My Bloody Valentine 3D and the Final Destination 3Ds. And
I'll be honest with you, Sean Bean is in my top 5 actors.
Yeah, a big fan of. He's somebody that obviously I didn't recognize his name, so he's not really on my radar. But when I see him, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm down.
Did you watch the National Treasure movies?
Yes.
The first one. He was the bad guy in the first one.
Yeah. Yep, that guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're on.
And all 3 of these movies, in the order of these movies, my favorite to least favorite goes in the order of release. My favorite was the first one. My least favorite was the one that just came out a few weeks ago.
I feel like the first one they were trying to do a service to the game, and from then on, like I don't even know if I saw the second one.
I would say all 3 of them, like visually, they have some fun stuff to watch. Like they're not like none of them are dumpster fires. They have some fun visuals and action kind of like a horror theme to watch. But when it comes to the movies themselves, dog wash.
All right.
And that's the end of my recent watches.
We got
kick off your recent watches. I'm gonna go pee.
So 273 hours later, we got through Andrew's recent watches.
I thought you were about to do the Rent song.
525,000.
Yeah, that one. It's a live stream. It's going to go over an hour, man.
I know it's going over an hour. I'm not trying to push. Well, he's not on anymore. So, like, I'm not trying to. I know we're live. I know that he's going to do some editing here to make this on whatever is ending up being the final release. But for the live episode, we are what we are. We are doing and talking how we always do, and you get to deal with it. Sorry, guys. But knowing that we didn't have an episode last week, we knew that we were going to have a long recent watches list. My list is a little shorter, but not a whole lot shorter. So what we're going to end up doing with that is, I'm going to wait until he gets back so I don't have to repeat myself when I'm starting to talk about him. But what we're going to end up doing with that is we're going to probably end up cutting some of it out later. I don't know. He usually does most of the editing, so there's probably a lot of things that I normally say that don't make it. There's a lot of things he normally says that don't make it. But guess what? Ooga booga. I bet that doesn't make it. Oh, and we have a returning member.
Me?
Yeah. I gave you a little funny whenever you edit here next time or for this episode. If you edit it all.
I say this is automatically getting uploaded. It's a live stream, bro.
Oh, well, all right. Well, if you go back and watch it, I gave you a little funny.
Okay.
All right, so let me. I'm gonna have to take my glasses off because I'm an old man, apparently. All right, so we ended up on the 30th. So the 31st, my first watch was Frozen, which we already talked about. The next watch I had was one I've wanted to see for a really long time. Like it came out, I had a lot of interest in it because it's related around space. But 2011 Apollo 18 came out. So it was like Apollo 18.
Oh, Apollo 18. Okay.
Yeah, so it was a found footage movie about a secret mission to the moon.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know if I've seen that or not, but I know exactly what movie you're talking about.
It's
where you get like them footage of them on the moon, and then there's like something like attacking them or
right. So like it did not meet my expectations. I'm glad I watched it, but I wasn't impressed by it. It was easy to see why it didn't get a lot. Oh,
I was gonna say I think like because I remember when that trailer came out, stuff like that, I'm like, oh, that looks fucking cool.
Right.
But then I kind of waited to see a reaction, and there really wasn't a reaction to it. I'm
yeah,
like,
the
okay,
reaction
so
wasn't good, and the not good reaction was warranted. Like, I feel like it could have, like, it was not a great found footage movie.
Great idea, great premise, poor execution.
Correct.
Yeah, there's a lot of those, unfortunately.
So then I went into a franchise. So like a handful, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of my movies are going to be a franchise that I watched.
Nice.
And I revisited Harry Potter.
You've seen those movies? God damn.
I know, like who would have ever thought I've seen Harry Potter?
Right, and then you go and revisit them like they're fucking good. Like, come on, man.
Well, I have not revisited the movie series as often as I've revisited the book series.
Damn, that's movie.
Yeah. I bet I've read every one of those books in the neighborhood of 100 times.
Jesus Christ. I've never even read anything 100 times. I've never even read the back of my...
If you like the Harry Potter movie series, you probably shouldn't read the books because the books make this story 1,000 times better. And you're going to hate the movies.
You need to revisit the movies to give you a definitive answer on which one my favorite is, but for some reason, Prisoner of Azkaban sticks out in my head as my favorite.
It's my daughter's favorite movie.
It's a good one. But, I mean, it's also got the GOAT in it, man. Gary Oldman. He's my GOAT, man.
So, the first movie, I'll give
you went episode, like, you get
I know.
Star Wars of the body.
I'll kind of go high level through the movie. Like,
but did you watch all of them?
Yeah. So, high level, the first movie, I would say it was 90% to the book, which was awesome. So that's why I like the first movie in this series is my favorite movie. Always will be because it stayed so close to the book. It made it for me. Every movie after that gets a little further and a little further away. So that's why I hope this new HBO series that comes out that's putting an entire season per, like, I think they've greenlit it for 10 seasons or something like that.
Jesus Christ, those kids are gonna be 40 years old by the time fucking comes out.
Depends on how they shoot it. Like, they could literally, like, since all the books are out now, like when the movies came out, they were on they just released the 4th book.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, the movie started coming out and you've only got 4 of the 7 books. And you made 8 movies out of it.
So that's why I don't like watching That's why I don't like reading books. That I know I'm going to watch the movie because, of course, they got to cut shit out. Otherwise, every movie would be like 10 hours long.
But that's why I'm like, that's what pissed me off about. I'm sorry, I'm on a tangent here. That's what pisses me off about the Hobbit movie, the 3 movies of the Hobbit. You turned a book that was smaller than all 3 of the Lord of the Rings books, because each movie from Lord of the Rings was a book. The Lord of the Rings trilogy, each one of those was a book. And then you turn The Hobbit, which is a book, into 3 movies, a trilogy, and you still leave out Tom fucking Bombadil.
Them motherfuckers.
Sorry. All right.
I have no idea. Again, my rabbit hole in Scream, your rabbit hole in Harry Potter. Let's continue.
So, outside of the Harry Potter movies, the next thing we watched was The Wrecking Crew, which I think you watched a few weeks ago.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, cool.
I really enjoyed that movie. Like that,
It's
liked
a fun
that
movie.
a lot.
I was surprised because a lot of these, when Prime has its original movies and these streaming services has original movies, they're usually they're fine. But that one I had a lot of fun watching. I really like Jason Momoa in that movie.
I was gonna say that was Bautista and Momoa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
as brothers. And then when you cast them as brothers, you're like, okay, I could totally see that.
And you make Bautista the level-headed one. How do you do that?
That's what I'm saying. Because it's Jason Momoa.
Right.
That's how you do that. And they did those characters because Batista's the more straight-laced one, which he can't be. He's a very calm, reserved guy when he's not out beating asses in WWE wrestling rings.
Right.
And when he's not Drax, he was fucking perfect as Drax.
And when he plays Drax, I think Drax is my favorite character in all of the Marvel universe.
Mm-hmm. My favorite line is where nothing goes over my head. I'm way too fast. That's my favorite line that he ever did. Yeah, that's my favorite fucking line of all of Drax's.
Well, so I think my favorite line of Drax is whenever they meet Mantis, and she's like letting everybody see each other's feelings or whatever, and
and he's cracking up.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. And they're talking about how she's ugly. So since she's ugly, that means if somebody loves you when you're ugly, that means they actually love you or some shit like that.
Right.
I'm like, damn. I'm like, that's fucked up, but that's true.
Right. So the next movie we watched, we kind of went into a little bit of a Mark Wahlberg kick.
Marky Mark.
We watched Spencer Confidential.
That's the Netflix one. I've never watched that one.
It was really fun.
Yeah, it looked pretty fun.
Like
I saw it's got Post Malone in it, which was random.
Yeah. So all you got literally just watch the trailer for it, and if you don't like Marky Mark, you're not gonna like this movie.
But I love Marky Mark.
It literally is I hate that he's been typecasted. But I feel like he's been typecasted in every movie. It's kind of like Jason Statham. Every movie that Mark Wahlberg makes, I'm going to enjoy because he puts some good comedy in there, gets some good action in there, gets some good it's just good.
No, yeah, he's always good, whether it's a comedic role or an action role, because he can do both.
He can.
I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly. I mean, come on, that's so fucking good.
So the next movie we visited. Came out a couple years ago, but we just found it recently, and it was we watched the trailer. It intrigued us. The Hitman with Glenn Powell.
Marky Mark's in that movie?
No, he's not. Sorry.
Oh, you just fucked me up there. You're like,
I did. I'm sorry. Our Marky Mark might have been last week into this week. Apologize for that.
Sweet.
No, I'm not seeing it. Anyway, we watched The Hitman.
Okay, I haven't watched that one yet. That's probably one of the few Glenn Powell movies I haven't watched yet.
Maybe I forgot to write a few down. I feel like we watched a few other Marky Mark movies, but oh well. But Hitman was pretty fun. It was a comedy. I mean, Glenn Powell is quickly turning into of one of my favorite actors. Like I feel like he is the new Brad Pitt. Like Brad Pitt makes you like he can play any role and make you believe that he is the person that he's playing. Like F1, I mean he makes you believe that he's an old fucking race car driver.
Like I've said before on this show, Brad Pitt is one of those, like, I really do love his performances. He's always been that fucking handsome, fucking, you know, women go crazy
And Glenn
for him
Powell,
guy.
very
Very
handsome dude, and like he is killing every role that I have seen him play in. Like I really
And he
want
has
to
a variety of roles.
I know.
So,
like I really want to go watch Chad Powers right now because
yeah,
that's football. It's Glenn Powell. I think it's gonna be great.
What's crazy is that Eli Manning created that fucking character.
Really?
Yeah. Because there is a Chad Powers commercial, and it was Eli Manning pretending to come out of retirement, but he couldn't come out of retirement, so he put makeup on and called himself Chad Powers. And that's what spawned the series.
All right. So my final handful of watches prior to our watches we're going to talk about here in a second.
Mm-hmm.
I started to revisit the Friday the 13th franchise. So knowing that we were watching Friday the 13th Part 3 this week, I just started from Friday the 13th. I went 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I ran out of time before I needed to watch Valentine, which I finished about 10 minutes before we started tonight.
Thing is, with the Friday the 13th franchise, is my favorites are the latter ones. Like, I like 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, so I'm glad that I revisited the
6
first.
is my favorite.
I'm glad I revisited the first 2 before I watched the third one, just because it refreshed my memory. Because I mean, I've seen them all already, but like I just haven't. Like it's been a while. But like I'd forgotten that the first one was literally just his mom. I forgot. I was thinking the second one was when you got the mask. No, the second one's just Sackhead.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third one, you get the mask.
Right. Which, a nice segue into my overrated pick of the week, which is the very first Friday the 13th. I think that movie's a piece of shit. I think it's fucking awful. I hate it.
I don't disagree like that.
It's fucking boring. It's fucking Kevin
I
Bacon didn't even say this fucking movie.
I mean, it's one that I've watched multiple times, so I couldn't give it under a 6 because, like, 5 is, for me, like, I don't need to watch it again. But I've watched Friday the 13th, Part 1.
Like, I like, in this whole overrated pick of the week, it's not because I'm like, well, I get why people like it, but I just don't. No, I don't understand why people like it. I think it's fucking boring. Like, I'd give it a 2, just because it spawned us from Jason Voorhees.
It is like literally like it wasn't a great movie.
No, it's not at all.
But it's one that I rewatched. So like I per my rating scale, I can't give it under a 5 because
like I'm glad it wasn't a modern day new franchise because I'm like I'm not gonna watch the sequel to that fucking piece of shit. Fuck all that. It had taken some convincing for me to watch the sequels, and then probably about Part 6, I'm like, all right, I'll come watch some of these, see what they fucking are all about, and end up liking them.
I'm gonna laugh when our wheel for next month's Friday the 13th ends up being Part 1.
Oh my god! And there's no respinning the wheel. Yeah, so this is a prelude if it is the fucking first one. I hate it.
Well, and one of the things that I'd also forgotten about in at least the first 3, I think the first 4, like the first 15 to 20 minutes of the movie, the first 15 to 20 minutes of the hour and a half movie
Are the recaps?
Are the replaying what happened at the end of the previous movie, which I understand the concept of doing that, but you can do that without it being almost a quarter of the movie.
Yeah. Number 4 is a fan favorite. It's not my favorite, but it's definitely a fan favorite. People love that one. I like number 5, but people hate number 5 because it's not Jason, it's Roy.
Okay.
But I still love it. I think it's
Well, before we move on to whatever, I never gave my random beer. So my random beer, it really held the vanilla porter feel through the entire beer. So like, I gave it a 3. Like it
Hells yeah.
it does all right. So I see your koozie and I like it.
I know, yeah.
But before we move on to the next segment of the episode, I gotta pee again. So entertain people.
Okay, I'll start getting naked. All right.
Well, I hope you don't do that, but if you do,
Yeah, I know YouTube will shut us down, right? Okay. But yeah, with this koozie though, I can't remember. Little Shop of Horrors. They were releasing a bunch of Jason ones, and some of them were gonna be, I guess, Chase or whatever. And I got one of them because it's got the blood splatter on it, and a lot of the other ones didn't have blood splatter. So I got one of the really limited ones. I really like it. And I hate Friday the 13th Part 1 because it's not even because it's the mother. It's a bad fucking movie. My favorite one is Part 6, and then it goes Part 6, Part 5, Part 7. And that's not counting Freddy vs. Jason. If we want to count Freddy vs. Jason, it goes Freddy vs. Jason, Part 6, Part 5, Part 7, Part 4, Part 8, Part Jason X, Part 2, Part 1. Well, if we're counting the remake, it goes Freddy vs. Jason, remake, Part 6, Part 5, Jason X, Part 7. God damn. I was sitting there ranking my Friday the 13th, and I kept going, oh yeah, but if we count this one, I'm like, okay, if we count all of them. And I had to reset myself. And apparently my resetting myself was long enough for you to go pee and come back while I was in the middle of it.
I tried to make it quick. Make it quick. Damn, that 10%'s maybe kicking in a little bit.
But yeah, with this koozie though, like Little Shop of Horrors is a website. They do these cool ass special edition, like handcrafted koozies.
Thanks.
And when they did this run, they did like 50 of like normal Jason masks, and they only did 10 with the blood splatter that I got.
Nice.
And you didn't know which one you were going to get, and I actually got one of the blood. So I only got like 1 of 10. So I really like this koozie. Yeah, it's pretty.
That's
sweet.
awesome. You said Little Shop of Horrors? Like they do
It's
like short run koozies?
It's not. It's Little Shop of Gore is the website.
But like they do short run koozies where like you literally
Yeah,
you
it's
have,
like
you have to order them immediately, or you're probably not getting one, or you're going to pay a lot for it.
Yeah, like they let you know like a week or two ahead. Hey, we're about to drop this, and we only made so many, so you got to get on it. That's how I got my Alien Egg and my Freddy. Their last one they did was the Blob, which was really cool because it's really shiny and blob looking, and there was like some bodies coming through it and stuff.
What are the? I mean, you don't have to say if you don't want, but like, what do the koozies typically run for purchase?
Oh, like when I started my whole like koozie collection, the whole reason why I started collecting koozies is because like that's a cheap hobby to have on collection.
You think it's a cheap hobby,
And then I run into some shit like this. These run at $40 a piece.
so they run equivalent to a Yeti.
Yeah, but handcrafted and much cooler, and hand painted.
Well, right, yeah, like that's awesome.
Yeah. And being a koozie collector, I'm like, you know what, I'll go. And I almost bought the Blob one, but I was like, nah.
Hey, whenever you
shit.
like, is that something you can sign up for to get notified? Because like, most likely, there's only going to be a handful of ones that I might want. But if I want,
I don't know if they notify you or not. I just follow them on social media, and then I see that like. Because I got this Alien Egg one. That was another one. That
well, I mean,
had.
yeah. So, like, you have a pretty good idea of what my taste is.
Mm-hmm.
If you notice, if you.
Oh, if I ever see something, where I'm like, Colonel will be all over that. I'll let you know. For sure.
Okay, that's all I ask.
Kind of like when Vinegar Syndrome did Cannibal the Musical. I immediately told you. I was like, hey, Colonel, guess what?
And I bought it. I pre-ordered it that night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got permission first, and then you
Absolutely. You know, I mean, I gotta get permission.
the old married life. You gotta get
Well,
permission before you spend money on stupid shit.
I don't mind spending money on stupid shit when it's like $10 or less. If it's over $10, if it's stupid, I probably need to. Like,
Yeah, spending 40-50 bucks on a DVD that you can watch for free on fucking Tubi. Yeah, that's you gotta get permission for that.
like I think it ended up being right at $40 for that Cannibal the Musical Vinegar Syndrome setup, and like it was a movie that I already had. It was just not Blu-ray, but like it was just there was a lot about it. Like so yeah. So I guess we've gone through recent watches. We've gone through the movies from last week. We've gone through our recent watches. I think I said that already, but
We've done our
we ready
beers
to-
and overrated picks. Now we're
Yep, we
doing.
did. Are we ready to
Welcome
go into
to-
our first actual movie of the night?
No, we're going into Welcome to Derry.
Oh, that's right. Oh, okay. Yes. Okay, so
You give them the premise, because guess what?
well, it was 2 weeks ago when I watched this. Let me go look up the premise of that episode.
I'll remind you, we finally got Pennywise. They go through the
Yes,
sewer
no,
with
yes,
the
I
military.
know. What if? So, this is the first episode we get Pennywise, and it starts off with the kid that was abducted, like that was missing in the first episode where the other 3 or 4 kids die. He shows back up in the clubhouse, but he's pasty white. So like from the very beginning, you kind of have a feeling like, something's not right here, and you kind of feel like that the whole time, because he's saying he's never going back down there, he's never going home, and that he'd go back to the sewers before he'd go back home because his dad was a piece of shit. Like, you got this kid, I can't even remember his name right now, but he they talk him into going back down there to try and help stuff, and then we finally get a little bit of a tie-in with the military trying to figure out what's going on. Like, they're going to go down to the sewers now, and they are going to try and capture this entity.
Try to capture it. It's that you cannot put a leash on. So
Right,
you cannot
so
just go
like-
capture it.
They're trying to go capture it, and come to find out, it is having a feast while they're down there trying to get it.
Thanks to the information that hollering Dick got us.
Yep. And so the kids are down there trying to go save a kid, only to find out that the kid that came back from the episode 1 actually is Pennywise and is leading them down there to capture them.
Which, speaking of Dick hollering, Farmer sent me this thing. It says, "Are you from The Shining? Because my dick is hollering." And it's a fucking... it's a Valentine.
That is awesome. I love that. That would be one of the best Valentines I've ever gotten.
I'm glad I told you that as you're taking a drink.
Yeah, I got a splatter there. So
That one, and I got a pinhead saying, "Can I play with your box?"
So I'll tell you right now, with Welcome to Derry, this has been my favorite episode so far. Like, I know they got to build up shit.
Well, like I said after 4 last episode, I was like, here on out, we're going. Pshum.
Right.
We go.
This
we finally got
episode-
the stories. Now let's go.
I feel like this episode was the knot that ties it together. All these strings that they were putting together in the first 4 episodes. Episode 5 is the knot that brings them into one spot, and now it's gonna be. I'm excited.
Yeah. Yep, I finally got my Skarsgård. We finally got some Pennywise up in this bitch. I was so excited, so happy. Because, god damn it, like, there's the debate on who was the better Pennywise, Bill Skarsgård or Tim Curry. Sorry, but Tim Curry doesn't even come close to Bill Skarsgård.
I understand the debate because rest in peace, Tim Curry.
You got it. Yeah. Well, he's
Was
still
a
alive,
great
brother.
Pennywise. What?
Tim Curry's still alive.
Are you sure?
I mean, he looked dead. Even the last time that we saw him, he looked pretty dead. But Tim Curry's still alive.
Okay, I could have sworn I heard you.
No, Tim Curry's still alive. I'll double check for you. Yeah, he's still alive and well, 79 years old.
Okay. He's still just in a wheelchair. Paraplegic.
Yeah, still going out for a smoke.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could have sworn that I heard he died. All right. Either way, my fault. So he
But still, R.I.P. Tim Curry. Sorry. But yeah, Skarsgård. Bill Skarsgård.
Sorry. I think I was thinking of. I was thinking of Alan Rickman. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, and he's been dead for a minute.
Right. Like what I was confusing Alan Rickman with Tim Curry, which don't even look
It's
alike.
weird.
Don't even act alike. But
I think it's because of their accents, the proper English. But
anyway.
But yeah, no, Bill Skarsgård though I think is like cause I absolutely love Bill Skarsgård's voice for Pennywise.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. The wavy's scratchy, depending on what's going on. When he sounds scared and worryful, it's great. And then when he's fucking angry and wants to eat some children, it's fucking great.
Yeah,
The only thing I wish they would do more with both the series and the movies that have come out with Bill Skarsgård, they replaced too much of his performance with CGI. I'm like, no, give me more of his performance because his performance is so good. He's so creepy. His voice is great. He knows how to be creepy as fuck. That whole little lazy eye thing that he does is not CGI. That's actually his eye because he has full control over his eye. He has one.
No
of those
shit.
fucking, yeah, that's 100% his eye. That is not CGI.
That's
Yeah.
impressive.
He did that at his at a audition. Like I'm pretty sure, like okay, he's hired. And he's like, no, check this out. Bloop. I went over to the side. Nice touch. I don't think that was ever even going to be a thing. It's just like, oh, since you can do that with your eye, let's go ahead and integrate that into Pennywise.
Absolutely.
And it works. And it works great for this TV series because now when you'll see like one of these characters, like Dick Halloran's in that weird fantasy state here in episode 5, and his dad is about to shoot him or kill him or whatever, and then his dad's eye goes to the side that lets you know, oh, that's actually Pennywise.
Yep.
That ties into Bill Skarsgård being a fucking crazy talented weirdo that he fucking
That is awesome, man. That is a tidbit I did not know.
Mm-hmm. So good. And so yeah, I just want more performance-based Pennywise from Skarsgård.
I'm excited to see where these last 3 episodes go. Like, I mean, obviously we know they don't kill Pennywise, they don't capture Pennywise.
I mean, now we finally got Richie and the one-eyed chick fucking holding hands. There's that love story going on here, which has got me worried. I'm starting to think something happens. But I'm pretty sure the chick with one eye is Richie's mom, like Richie from the movie Richie. Remember little kid Richie?
Yeah.
That's gotta be his mom. She names him after Richie.
Well, hold on. If the mom in the movie has a kid named Richie, you're probably right, and Richie probably ends up dying, probably trying to save her.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
And that's why she names her kid Richie.
Yeah, to name after the guy that saved his life, that saved her life. Yeah, son of a bitch. So look forward to that one probably in the next episode or 2.
Well, there's only 3 left, so I mean,
that kid's awesome. I don't want him to die.
If there's a kid named Richie in the fucking movie, I feel like.
And we never meet Richie's mom in the movies. He's just a little shit talking little fucker. The only mom we meet is the little kid that gives given placebos, and he calls them gazebos. I
In
can't
the
remember
movie.
his
Like
character's
it's
name.
been a while since I've seen the movies. Like since I've really paid attention to the movie, honestly.
I know, yeah, I can't remember the character's name. I'm terrible at character names unless it's clearly a character name,
Well, and
like Joe Dirt.
Like I said, I literally want to. Once we finish Welcome to Derry, I'm literally gonna take a Saturday or a Sunday or something, and I'm gonna hole up and I'm gonna watch It Chapter 1, It Chapter 2, and Welcome to Derry, all eight episodes.
In that order, or are you going to go Welcome to Derry since it's kind of the prequel? Go Welcome to Derry, and then it Chapter 1 and 2.
Unconfirmed. I'll make that decision on based off of how Welcome to Derry ends.
Either way, it's going to take you more than one day to do that, sir.
They are long episodes.
Yeah, let's just say each of them are an hour long. There's 8 episodes, so there's 8 hours in the series. And then Chapter 1 is a little over 2 hours, and then Chapter 2 is a little over 3 hours. So
13 hours.
9, 10, 13 hours.
We're good. So we can
13 hours. I can do 13 hours because I don't have a bunch of kids to take care of.
Right. So like maybe it'll be one of those things where we take the kids to a family member for the weekend.
So you can veg out on the couch and just like, I'm watching nothing but Pennywise for the next 13 hours, baby.
Oh, we would obviously have some date stuff going on, but
So next 16 hours. No.
like drop them off on a Friday, go on a date night, binge Pennywise franchise, and then go pick them up in the evening.
I think I'm going to try to squeeze in all 6 Scream movies again before the new one comes out. I'm so fucking excited, dude. Like, oh my god. I haven't been this excited since the last Fast and the Furious.
Unconfirmed, but I'm pretty sure that my wife and I are going to try and do a date for the opening weekend of Scream. I think what we're going to end up doing is kind of like what we did for that double feature and drop the kids off at the farm, go to El Dorado for the movie, maybe some dinner, and then go pick them up and go home.
I'll say the 27th, that'll be a later start recording than usual because I'm going to watch Scream opening night. I don't care what time it starts.
No, that's fine. Yeah. I'm good with that.
I've actually even been looking at the prices and debating on ordering a Thursday night screening and Ubering out to the Regal and going to watch it there.
Or thought.
You bowl on Thursday, sir.
I do. We can talk about this offline because
Yes.
my initial thought would not really work quite yet. So yeah.
But yes, Welcome to Derry though. The story, the like building up the story has fizzled out. Now we're going into hyperdrive.
Right.
I love them going to the sewers. And how the dad almost killed his son because he was like, kill anything that you see because you know it's not real.
It's not real, but his son actually was real.
And his son was real, and the guy literally sacrificed himself to save his son.
Yep. So
Which that guy that sacrificed himself, he was putting off like douchebag vibes, and then he ends up being a fucking hero. I'm
but
like,
he was the guy
awesome.
that he was the like they were roomed up together, like they were all like they were conjoined the entire time. Like this episode to me felt like the empire of this series.
Yes, climax, and we leave it off on a little cliffhanger, a little dark cliffhanger, you know.
Yep.
Because the Empire wasn't a happy ending.
No, it was.
But
Empire was the climax of the movie of the original trilogy,
and it was the best of the OG trilogy for sure.
Like I feel like this is going to be the best episode of this series.
I think so. We'll see. But
Because
if I get more Skarsgård,
I know, but this one is the one that tied it together, and what happens after this is because this episode.
Everything's dark right now. There's nothing really positive going on right now. We're flaring up. We're flaring up like a bad hemorrhoid right now.
So yeah,
I love it. I'm excited for episode 6.
I am too, and I'm glad that we didn't get to watch it yet because we thought about watching it the other night, and then you and I talked, and like you were like, I don't know if I'm gonna have time to watch it. So I was like, all right, let's just hold it off till next week.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad neither one of us have gone ahead of ourselves as badly as we want to.
Oh,
'Cause I really.
my wife really wants us to. Like, she's like, can we only?
Oh,
watch
I know.
this
It's
episode? I'm
driving her
like,
crazy.
Yeah.
I know it's driving her crazy. Nope. But that just makes that much more exciting when we get to see the conclusion here.
Like,
Yeah.
I will tell you right now, this show. So we actually just purchased the yearly subscription for HBO Max because we were family sharing and HBO Max started cutting down on that. So we were kind of holding off, and when we decided to start doing this thing, I was like, well, I could just go buy the Welcome to Derry series on Fandango, Vudu, whatever you want to call it. And that's what we ended up doing. So the first, we're watching it only on that, but I'm excited that I bought it because I fucking love this show.
I know. And I'm so glad they announced the season 2. We're getting 1935.
Which means
We're getting 1935, baby.
I'm surprised they haven't already announced the season 3 because the season 3 would be the ones that are
They've already planted
kids.
enough eggs for season 3. Yeah. Yep. I'm in. And just keep making sure the Bowers family is pieces of shit because they've been a piece of shit since the movies. Keep them going. Yeah, I'm in. Yeah, I'm glad we decided to add this little TV series segment here. I like it.
I like it too.
All right. Well,
that being
dive
said,
into movies.
I think so. So we don't have we've got 2 more movies. We have Valentine and Friday the 13th Part 3. Which one would you like to, which one would you like to go to first?
Well, let's go ahead and do the Friday the 13th. Since it's Friday the 13th, and that doesn't matter. But yeah, let's go ahead and do Friday the 13th Part 3D. As we stated at the beginning of this episode, it was a random roulette, a random draw, if you will.
Yep.
Out of all fucking 12 Friday the 13th movies, and it landed on Friday the 13th Part 3, aka Friday the 13th 3D. Which I'll start off the conversation with that. Even watching this without 3D, it's fun. You can clearly see
you can
when
tell
they
that
do
they
the
were
side
trying
gags.
to put it in 3D. They even put a 3D supervisor or whatever on the credits.
The sight gags and stuff like that are so easy to point out. My favorite 3D sight gag they did was the yo-yo, where he's yo-yoing above the chick's head.
Yeah,
that'd be really cool to watch. And there's a 6-hour documentary on the Friday the 13th franchise that I own.
Okay.
It's really good. And they're talking about the scene when stupid ass Shelly, they're in the grocery store, the convenience store, or whatever, and he's throwing his wallet. Yeah. They had to do that so many times because since they were filming it with the 3D camera, he was trying to get it right, and he just wasn't getting his wallet toss right to throw at the screen. So they did it 25, 30 times.
Oh, shit.
To get him to just throw the fucking wallet at the goddamn lens. But they just couldn't get it right for some fucking reason. Just to get that 3D shot.
That's funny.
But yeah, watching this without 3D, you can see all the times they're like, hey, this movie's in 3D. Check it out. Here's a pitchfork coming at you. Here's a yo-yo.
And we literally probably could have watched the movie with the red and blue glasses and got the 3D.
I tried. The release that I got from Scream Factory, you have to have a 3D TV for it to fucking work.
Oh.
I know, I was pissed because I busted up 3D glasses and I was ready.
Don't get me wrong, the 3D TVs were awesome. I love the idea. They just didn't take off.
They didn't take off like they wanted it to.
Yeah. They quit doing them, which sucks because
that's why you don't have those 3D Blu-rays anymore. You don't get the whole this is the 3D Blu-ray, and you don't get that anymore. It didn't take off.
And that's disappointing because I really wish that they would continue doing the 3D opportunity, because at some point technology is going to be there for the 3D to be right.
Right. I loved 3D movies when I was a kid. I still enjoyed the 3D movies. During that big old run in the 2010 area toward the
Avatar,
the 3D
when it came out in 3D, I watched it in 3D 3 times.
Like, I could give two flying fucks about the Spy Kids fucking franchise, but I went and watched the third one because it was in 3D. I'm like, I want to go watch the 3D movie. I hadn't even seen the previous two. I was just like, well, this one's in 3D. I'm going to go watch the 3D shit. And I went by myself, and the guy looked at me as he's turning the ticket. He's like, you by yourself? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I want to watch a 3D movie. He's like, this is a kid's movie. I'm like,
But it's 3D.
but it's 3D, bro. I want shit to go, I mean,
That's when you say, "Don't fucking judge me."
yeah. And what's funny, about 6 months later, I ended up working with him because it was at the Premier Palace.
Nice.
And I brought that up to him. And I was like, you remember when you looked at me weird because I was going to watch a 3D movie?
He was probably like, "Dude, you were one of 10,000 people I saw that day."
Yeah. What's funny is that he was a work release worker. He was a prisoner that was on work release.
All right. So he probably did remember you and was like, "I'm going to kill this motherfucker."
He's one of the nicest, coolest guys in the world. The reason why he's in the prison because of drugs and stuff like that.
Well, I was going to say, like, usually you don't get work release if you're a
No.
killer.
One work release guy we got, he's been in prison for 20 years for murder, and then they put him on work release. And he ended up being the nicest motherfucker I've ever met in my life. He was so cool. I loved him. I can't remember his fucking name, but around the time he was working with us, Team America came out.
Nice.
And he was working the ticket teller, and he'd go watch some of Team America. He'd come out and be like, those puppets were having sex, baby. They were having sex. I was like, yeah, they were. He said, that's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
We just got a hello.
Most of your life has been in prison. Oh, Cujo.
I was
Hi.
gonna say, I thought that was Cujo, but like, I couldn't remember the exact name, and my glasses are blurring it out for me right now. So.
Yeah, before she said butthole, I could tell you who it is.
Well, like,
No.
did she throw a shocker up there, or was it just a wave?
That's a wave.
Okay. I thought I saw like this kind of thing, and I was like,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But
well, "Hello,
part three,
Cujo."
the introduction of the mask is part 3.
Yes, and part.
Thanks to
sorry,
stupid ass Shelly. The character Shelly, he pisses me off. He tries to do he does the whole sympathy character, like, oh, you know, oh, woe is me stuff, but he also does the stupid pranks to where you're like, you don't feel sorry for him because the pranks that he pulls are fucking stupid. Like that's a little too far, man. That's
right,
a
like
little too
he's
fucking
acting like a
extreme.
serial killer, and then yeah. So yes,
And then he wants the sympathy for being ugly. Would you want to be, if you looked like me? Would you want to be yourself? No, because you're a dick. Fuck off.
yes, Cujo, 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink.
Shocker. Wichita State, baby.
But yes, like so, Shelly.
Yeah, the character is Shelly. He's one of
yeah.
those characters I had no sympathy for whatsoever. Usually I cheer for those nerds that are, you know, not going to hang out with the pretty people and whatnot, but...
And I felt good. I
asked
felt
for
sorry for the girl because she like they were like, "Yeah, we got you a date. It's Shelly," and then he's like, I was like, "Oh God."
And then she's the one that he keeps pulling the pranks on, and she's still going like, "Oh, well, he's retarded, so it's fine." She never says that out loud, but I'm like, "Well, bless your heart," because I would have punched him in the face.
Yeah,
for
they
pulling
even
those
throw
fucking
the R word out there without thinking. I mean, that like, obviously it's that time frame that they don't really care about that the impact of that word, but
But he's doing the whole "woe is me" gimmick, and I'm like, dude,
Oh, yeah.
you're a dick. Like, there's no woe is me for you. Like, sorry that you're ugly. Like, I get it,
right.
but your little gimmicks aren't cute.
So I will tell you, elite like
They're
at
like
least
Amy
the first-
Schumer, you know.
right. At least of the first 3 Friday the 13th, this is easily my favorite. Like, it felt like it took them 3 movies to get into their stride, and then I feel like they started putting out good movies after that.
Oh yeah, like I said, like the latter fucking Friday the 13th are my favorite. The first 2. I did enjoy the second one. Like, my favorite final girl in the Friday the 13th franchise is Jenny from the second one, just because she's really as a badass. and she's Ginny with a G, which just makes her even more badass. So how Colonel would pronounce it Guinea instead of Ginny, because he likes to read names the way they look.
I do, and like that would just make me think of the redhead from Harry Potter.
Okay. Goddamn Weasleys.
Right? They're everywhere. They're everywhere. They're everywhere.
But then the way they killed off these people too, like the ones that I thought were gonna live longer did not live longer. I mean, I'm glad they got rid of Shelly as soon as they did, which is weird because that Shelly kid is the one that introduced the mask, because he was doing that shitty ass prank hiding underneath the fucking dock. And,
Yep.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah,
And he runs over the motorcycles and like, dude, like,
I fucking did it. I fucking did it.
And she's like, yeah, you did. Good job. Jesus Christ. So bad.
And then you got the fucking biker gang coming over to try and fuck shit up, and then they get killed.
I love how the black dude in the background, though, like he smiles in the windshield first, and then he's like, now I'm about to fuck you up.
Yeah. He's like, oh, you good, bro? You gonna get your shit fucked up.
I love how he was one of the heroes. He was an accidental hero because he was still alive there towards the end. He came out hiding in the barn as the final girl was about to get fucking killed, and he came running out and then got his fucking arm chopped off. And
Yep.
And that was around the time we got the "Hey, you guys" moment when Jason has to reveal his face and looks exactly like Sloth from the Goonies.
Right.
You talk about what you like about this movie. I'll go pee.
Well, so like
Son of a bitch.
This movie once again, just like seems like I don't know if it's every Friday the 13th movie, but this movie for sure also still had that first 10 to 15 minute interlude where it was replaying the last 10 minutes from the previous movie. That is what I consider the downfall of the entire Friday the 13th franchise, is doing that. You don't need to, like, if you're trying to fill time to make an hour and a half movie, you don't need to you can recap the previous movie without having an entire replay of the last 15 minutes of the previous movie. Because if you take the last 15 minutes out of the previous movie and the first 15 minutes of the next movie, you got an hour movie. Okay, if you only have an hour of content, you can expand on a little bit within some of that to get you to at least an hour 20, hour and 25. I mean, you can leave some dead space in periodically and you're going to get there. I don't like the concept of having duplication. So that was the frustrating part for me for really all of these. So I say all of these. It's been a while since I've seen the entire franchise, but I rewatched the first 4.
You're refreshed on the first 4.
Right. And the duplication of the first 15 and the last 15 really kind of didn't like that.
Or are you talking about revisiting like the opening minutes, or that's how they did back in the 70s, 80s. If it's a sequel, they're going to be like, in case you didn't see the first one, here's a recap. And that's what
I get that, but like, I don't like it.
I don't like it. One of the best cold openings I've ever seen, though, was in a Friday the 13th movie, and that was the Friday the 13th remake. I love that cold. It's like a 20-minute long fucking cold opening, and it's so fucking good. But that's not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about Friday the 13th Part 3D.
So, like, I did feel like this movie had a lot better flow than the first 2.
Absolutely.
I love that we got the introduction.
Anything has a better flow than the first movie. I'm always going to be the biggest fucking Friday the 13th hater, like the original #1 fucking movie. Jason's mom has got it going on.
I was getting ready to sing it and you did it.
Yep. I was going to redid Stacy's mom.
The flow of this movie felt much more structured than the first 2 movies. Like, it it felt like a real movie. The first two, while they were like they're iconic, they are what they are. They were, for lack
Well,
of a
since
better
our
term,
documentary, they didn't even have a plan to even do a sequel to Friday the 13th. It was just supposed to be about a mom who lost her little boy because the
Right.
cancers didn't do anything. And then we have, Ari Lehman, who still lives off of the name of being the very first Jason ever because he showed up for literally about 7 seconds at the end of the first one, being
Right.
a weird fucking lagoon creature jumping out of the fucking lake.
Hold
Even
on.
has a band called First Jason.
Nice. So
That's why I did that song with Ice Nine because he's a lead singer himself. So from the First Jason, and that acoustic version of
Yeah,
that song
the
that she
acoustic
loved.
version is my favorite version. Don't get me wrong. I have not heard a Nice Nine Kills song I don't like, but the acoustic version of Friday the 13th. Thank God it's Friday. Sorry.
Oh yeah,
That
that's
is-
right. And when I brought that song to you, you're like, "This is like one of my favorite songs, period, right now."
Yeah.
It's a great fucking acoustic cover. Like
I just
really
love
a
this
cover. It's
Kinsler
just
not only can do the screamo, he can do legit vocals.
He's a good singer / screamer, and I love his passion for horror. I mean, Ice Nine Kills has been around for 20 plus years now, and they've gone through different iterations and whatnot. And obviously, Spencer owns the rights to Ice Nine because they've had so many different band members.
Right.
They've gone through more band members than the band Kitty, which, if you don't know, they went through more female bands than females have gone through tampons in their fucking lifetime. They've gone through so many fucking members. It's ridiculous.
Some interesting.
I probably could have came up with a better analogy than that, but it is what it is.
Anyway,
It's a story of the front man owns the band, so you're gonna have different members depending on if they like what the front man is doing or not.
fair enough.
Which I will gladly hug Spencer and tell him that I love him at Texas Frightmare. Sorry you went through so many band members. Sorry you were a dick, I guess, throughout the years. Because he's gone through so many fucking band members.
You never know. I mean,
You never know.
sometimes.
I think
people-
sometimes people just, because since they're not allowed the creativity, then they go to a different band.
Sometimes he might have to be the dick. Sometimes the other person might be the dick. You never know the situation. It's all.
But if you
it's
join
all-
a band and there's only one person that has complete control, to where you feel like, I have a great idea, let's do this for a song. But there's the one person that has complete say and go, nope, that's not going to work. I'd rather go this direction. I can see why people fucking leave bands and change direction. Completely understand that.
So in
But I can
regards,
also understand how hot Spencer is too. If I was gay, I'd be all over him.
I was getting ready to ask if he was talking about how hot he is in his appearance or in his how they're
He's almost as beautiful as Skeet Ulrich. After seeing Skeet Ulrich in person, I'm like, that is a beautiful man.
Skeeter
That
Ulrich
is
is a very handsome person.
If I ever got to meet Glenn Powell in person, like, god damn, that is a beautiful man right there.
So again we're going down a rabbit hole, but what else would you like to discuss on Friday the 13th Part 3? D.
Well, I really wanted to emphasize how much I hated Shelley. I did not like him. And he was supposed to be the sympathetical, that's not even a word, but the one that she wanted to sympathize with the most. And I just could not sympathize with him because of his practical jokes and just how awful.
Yeah.
I was so glad to watch him die. And the 3D gag effects, like the arrow on the string too, that you can clearly see is on a fucking string to make it 3D. Like the practical effects in this one were bad because they were working so hard to make it 3D to where the actual practical effects ended up being shit.
At that time frame, there wasn't a whole lot of 3D technology either.
No, and it wasn't as easy to do 3D then as it is now. Because they have to use special cameras to do that 3D shit back then. That's why it's so steady. And that's why my favorite gag is the yo-yo underneath. They had to set that camera up. I'm pretty sure they spent like a half a day just to set up that rig for him to yo-yo
Probably.
on top of the fucking thing. Like that's always running in my head on like how long it even takes to set up a shot just to get this one shot in. And thinking of that, like, that's always shit that runs in my head while I watch movies.
Yep.
Especially 80s 3D movies, or even going back to like 50s 3D movies when 3D first came in. Back in the 1950s, 60s, when they first did the 3D, god damn, that had to have been hard.
Yeah.
But,
So,
I mean,
what else? What is there anything else you want to talk about this movie, or do you want to go ahead and rate it and move on to the next one?
when it comes to like you need to refresh yourself on the later ones because it's been so long since you've seen them.
Correct. And I'm
All
going
these
to do that
movies
before-
are very fresh in my head. I know exactly how all these movies play out and stuff like that.
I'm going to be. I am going to revisit the entire franchise once again before next month when we do another live episode.
Yeah, we're only a month away from the next Friday the 13th, the St. Patty's Friday the 13th. But since I'm so familiar with all these other ones, like Part 3, somehow it's one that I've seen the most. Well, I know why I've seen it the most, because for the longest time that was the only one that I owned. I only owned Part 3 for the longest time, so that's the one I watched the most.
Yeah.
But knowing all these movies, stuff like that, it sits right around in the middle of the pack on this 12 film franchise. So it sits right around the middle. And actual rating wise for this one, it's an introduction of the mask. It's way more entertaining than the first one, as all these are. I'm not going to stop shitting on Part 1. I'm never going to stop shitting on it because it's fucking awful. Part 2 is fine, even though, apparently it's multiple actors that did the potato sack Jason. That's a whole nother thing, too. But I'm going to settle right around a 6. I'm going to go 6 with this one.
When you come back and revisit this, you're going to see what I held up a second ago.
Did you hold up a 6?
I did.
Fuck off.
Oh, hold on. Put that on the wrong one. There you go. So, this movie
Somebody that doesn't have the rest of them in your head.
It doesn't. For me, this I still enjoy this movie. Like, I still enjoy the franchise as much as I don't enjoy some of the shit they do and a lot of it. But like, I give this.
I think you're in the kind of same boat as me, as to where they got better as they went on.
Agreed. Like, if I were to this one got a 7 from me. The first two did not get that.
I mean, that's why Kane Hodder is like everybody's favorite Jason, because he did the better Jason movies than a lot of people's opinions.
Yep.
Well, he did 7, 8, 9, and 10. My favorite one is 6, though. The CJ Graham one, number 6.
I'm very glad you did not say that they did this. That he did the 6, 7.
No, he also didn't do 6.
I know.
That trend is dead, by the way. The 6, 7 thing is gone.
It's so
We don't have to repeat
2025.
that anymore. It's so 2025.
So I'm gonna let you entertain guest for a minute because I gotta pee, and then we will get into the 2001 flick Valentine.
Yes. So when we randomly selected Friday the 13th, I put all 12 Friday the 13ths on a wheel and landed on Part 3. And then I was thinking of movies that land on Valentine's Day. I put 4 on the wheel. I did My Beloved Valentine original, the remake. I did Hard Eyes, and I did 2001's Valentine. And I spun the wheel, and it landed on fucking Valentine. In my opinion, the lesser of all those 4 movies. With fucking David Bonazia's, whatever the fuck, fucking Angel, Buffy, Bones guy. It's got Marley Shelton. It's got one of the worst actresses of all time, Denise Richards. And, probably even give my rating. This is it's smelling the dumpster fire for sure, but it's not in the fire. It's definitely the lesser of the four for sure. If I was gonna rank those 4 movies, I'd probably go My Bloody Valentine remake number 1, Hard Eyes number 2, My Bloody Valentine original number 3, and Valentine number 4. If anybody's tuned in and listening to that is my ranking on those 4 Valentine-based movies, based horror films. I was very sad when the wheel of doom landed on Valentine.
Were you really?
Yeah. I was just saying, out of the 4 movies that were on the Valentine wheel with My Bloody Original, My Bloody Remake, Hard Eyes, and Valentine, I think Valentine is the worst out of those 4.
Well, I will tell you that it is my first watch for me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put you through this.
So, I'm not sad I went through it.
No, it's just...
question. What prompted this movie, do you know? Was it people like this didn't he also do Urban Legend?
What? Who? The director?
Yeah.
I don't even know who the director of this one is. They were just trying to ride the coattails of the popularity of
Scream.
The slasher films that are like Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer, Urban Legend, all those.
So it's directed by Jamie Blanks.
Yeah, he didn't direct any of those other ones.
Right, but I think he directed Urban Legend also, which both
did
of these,
he really?
Yeah, so both of those movies
That's
really
unfortunate because Urban Legend's good. I like Urban.
Well, Urban Legend's good, but both of them feel like they're trying to capitalize on Scream /
naturally so. Just like we started getting torture porn when Saw came out. Like that was so popular, so then we started getting all these torture porn movies like Hostel and all that shit.
We'll say Hostel, yeah.
And I get why they do that because if they're making money, let's go ahead and produce these fucking things and get them out there and only spend like $20 million on the movie and make $100 million. Yeah.
When you get a movie that comes out and kills, that gets the people wanting to put the money into movies. Say, okay, yes, let's go ahead and do this, and then you get a lot of shit movies after.
And as cheap as these horror movies are, because it's not too difficult to make a horror film, because it's not expensive to do the practical effects. If you just want like some blood squirting and some little gore effects and stuff like that, it's pretty cheap. And you don't really have to do a whole lot of different locations with some of these movies unless you're going too extreme, like you want to travel the world, like Hostel. Eli Roth, what the fuck was that? But Eli Roth made a lot of money off of the first Hostel. It opened at $60 million off of a fucking $20 million budget.
Yeah?
That Hostel movie did. Yeah, and I was one of the first ones in line. I'll admit it. God damn it. That was a great time in my life because there was all these fucking horror movies come out. It started with Predator Jason, and then we had Hostel. And,
I will tell you.
That's when I was working in the movie theater.
I was not expecting to see Katherine Heigl in this movie.
I'm so glad she, because that's number 3 on the actress that I fucking can't. Well, like she's a better actress than Denise Richards and Kim Cattrall.
Oh, absolutely.
But she can go fuck herself. Like, I can't stand her. Like she's kind of like the female Chevy Chase where nobody can stand working with her because she's a fucking twat waffle.
Yeah. Well, that's why they killed her off early.
I'm glad she only, when I saw her name was in the credits, I'm like, oh, because I couldn't remember, because I've seen this movie before, but I couldn't remember if she's actually a character throughout the movie but no, she got killed off right there at the beginning. I'm like, thank God. We had to deal with Denise Richards for a long time.
We did. So speaking,
but she probably had the best kill.
I was getting ready to bring that up. Like, what did you think about her getting locked into the hot tub? And
I thought that was cool, and I give her props for doing that because that's some weird claustrophobic drowning fucking fear that she was like not even a stunt double. She was in the hot tub, and she only had like that much gap between the lid and her face.
Yeah, but I would be willing to bet that while they were recording, it was probably two different hot tubs, and one of them had a complete opening where there was full air.
Probably. I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt because I hate her so much to where I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. But if you want me to continue to hate on Denise Richards, I will.
How quickly did you pick the angel guy as the killer?
The first time I watched this movie, and this was 2001, so I was 15, 16, depending on, I don't remember exactly what month it got released, but I was like 15, 16. And so I'm already very experienced on these whodunit horror films. And this was very, very, very easy to fucking predict, in my opinion. Even the Dorothy bitch, you know, like they're like
Dorothy,
the Angel Bones guy. Like he was kind of the red herring to where the whole time we're like, okay, he's the fuck killer. He was the guy that got fucked over when he was a little kid.
Right.
He's now that guy. I'm like, he's still involved. I swear he is. And even when they're trying to do the whole ending to where he's being really creepy and like, it wasn't me. What are you doing? I'm like, dude, you're really giving killer vibes right now.
Right.
as you're chasing Marley Shelton down. That's Wendy Peppercorn, okay? Don't fuck with her.
I know. I was sitting there, I was like, oh, it's got Marley Shelton.
Yeah. I love how all these names that we see at Texas Forever, then we rewind and see their careers. Like, oh my God, yeah, that was Marley Shelton. That was Kevin Durant the whole time. That was
and I feel bad for you because I went to see Marley Shelton early enough when she was there. I still got my autograph on an 8x10 of a Sandlot.
Sandlot, yeah, they were out of the Sandlot print,
and she even wrote "You little pervert" on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fucking. It's actually right here.
I was pissed, and I even dressed up as fucking Squints.
Oh, it might not be right here because these are my. Never mind.
But I dressed up as Squints, hoping to get a little smooch on the cheek, but I didn't.
I know. Hold on.
I didn't.
I might still have it here, but I don't know if I've put those into this album yet.
I bet if I have the chance to meet her again, if I just ask her, like, hey, can I get a little Squints, little pecker on the cheek there?
Pecker on the cheek?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I have the new ones in here yet. Oh, wait. That's Kevin Smith, so maybe I do. There's Bonnie Wright.
Which text from her is...
There's Christy. There it is.
Go fuck yourself. I mean, that's awesome. Wendy Peppercorn. I sure have bought that jersey, and I bought the thick frame glasses and the fitted hat to wear backwards stuff.
Right.
that was my attempt at a cosplay.
And guess what the first page in this thing is? The one that never happened.
Oh yeah, Daphne Zuniga. Which they're teasing another Scream reunion for this Texas Frightmare.
Oh yeah, because it's been 2 years, so like every other year they're gonna do Scream.
Well, they should have Scream one last year, but this year is the 30th anniversary of Scream because it came out in 96.
Well, then, yeah, they're gonna get a bunch more people that have never been there. Like, why not keep bringing in? Like,
I'm so glad. Like they just announced Jamie Kennedy today. I'm like, okay, so we got Lillard. We got Skeet, and now we got Kenny. I'm like, give me some Nev, please, because I know I had a chance to meet her before.
Oh, it's gonna.
I got to meet her now.
Like, they're literally. It literally feels like about every 2 years they're doing Scream.
I'm thinking the day that Scream 7 comes out is when Texas Frightmare is going to announce, hey, guess what? Guess who we got?
We're going to do a Scream. Now, the big thing for them could be when the Scream 7 announcement comes out. Like, if they really want to do Scream again,
that's fine with me. Because
they need to get Jenna Ortega. They need to get the big names from the new ones.
Well, just like last year, before they had Lillard and Skeet, and they also had Melissa Barrera. We're never gonna get Jenny Ortega. We're never gonna get her because she's
That would
still
be a
too big of
name that would be huge.
It'd be huge, but she doesn't even do conventions. Period. She don't do conventions because she's
She doesn't
still
need
too
to
big
because
of a star.
She doesn't need to because she's making so much money on just doing movies.
Yeah. You know. She's not running out of work anytime soon, like these other people are. So, not to shit on the other people's careers, but
Well, I can tell you, whenever we're older, and Jenna Ortega is going to age and get older, she's going to realize that she needs to go sign autographs, and she'll make $1 million in a weekend.
yeah, this thing, like all these people that aren't getting these big roles anymore, they don't realize how much money they make at conventions these days.
Yep.
Once upon a time, convention, they used to just make enough money to pay the rent. Now they're making enough money to live lavishly.
Right, like if I was an actor in a movie that was popular,
like people that avoid doing horror films are stupid. Do horror films because one of them might just land into being a cult classic, and for the next 30 years, you can go and sit there and make bank every fucking
$100,000 a weekend, easy.
Yeah. Give me that one memorable role in a horror film, and then for the rest of my life, I just have to travel around and do conventions and scribble my name on some paper and smile for pictures.
Right.
Oh, what a tough career, man. God
Right?
damn, that'd be so fucking horrible.
Like, oh man,
I have to sit here and listen to people tell me how great I am, and then take a picture with them. Oh, shit.
So, all right, we've kind of talked it ish. We've delved into a rabbit hole again. But what else do you want to talk about with Valentine?
How about while I go pee, you tell me how much you hate Denise Richards, or if you think she's even a good actress or not, or if you even think she's hot or not. 'Cause she's not even fucking hot. She's not hot. She's fucking generic.
So
generic bimbo.
I'm going to talk about how much
you
I hate Denise Richards. And now that his headphones
I'll
are
probably
on,
disagree
I
with you 'cause you're
fucking
gonna
love
think she's hot,
Denise
and I think
Richards.
she's not.
Denise Richards is like she is hot. She got her acting chops because she's hot. But guess what? Yes, some of her acting is awful. It happens. Actors and actresses just do kind of what the directors tell them to do. Denise Richards is hot. If I had an like if I was on Friends and I had that laminated list of 5 people that Ross had that you could like your cheat sheet or whatever, Denise Richards would be on that list. Don't worry. We don't have that. Me and my wife don't have that cheat sheet because I don't need anything more than my wife. But Denise Richards would be on that list if there was a list. A hall pass. There we go. That's what we're looking for. But guess what? Does her acting feel a little bland? Yes. I feel like that at the end of the day, Denise Richards at this time, what Kristen Stewart is now. Like everybody wants to talk shit on Kristen Stewart for her acting chops. Well, guess what? She's still getting acting jobs.
Kristen Stewart is a Gary Oldman compared to fucking Denise Richards. Okay. She's a Meryl Streep compared to fucking Denise Richards. Okay. Well, there are better actresses, or I mean, while Denise Richards is a better actress than a lot of actresses out there, like even familiar actresses and stuff like that, I think Denise Richards has had too many high-paying roles for her to fucking deserve what she got. Like, give me more Kathy Ireland. Give me over Denise
What is
Richards during that time.
Kathy Ireland acting?
Because it's around the same time period. It's around the same time period when Kathy Ireland was, hot stuff. We
yes,
got
but she
Denise
was
Richards.
a model. What did she act in?
She acted in Alien from L.A., which is not a good movie, but
Okay.
But that's just because maybe Kathy Ireland's agents sucked, and they didn't land her these roles
No,
that were
Cassie
very
Ireland's
high paying.
agents knew that she was a model, and they portrayed her as a model, not an actress.
Well, Denise Richards, yeah, Denise Richards hired the better agents. So whoever Denise Richards' agents were, kudos
Okay.
to them. They deserved every fucking dime that they got because they somehow landed Denise Richards in these roles. Like 90s Denise Richards was 80s Kim Cattrall. It was getting all these
Fair
fucking
enough. So,
roles. Long story short, fuck Denise Richards, and not literally.
okay, fair enough. So,
Fuck her.
would you
She's
would you like
terrible
to go
actress.
ahead? Would you like to go ahead and rate this bitch?
I will go ahead and read this bitch. This movie literally just followed a popular formula for its time.
Yeah.
It literally, and since it was 2001, it was coming to an end of the Who Done It formula, the Who Done It slasher formula that we got with Scream, I Know She's the Summer, Urban Legends, and so many others that were better than Valentine, unfortunately. Poor David Benibedez or whatever, Mr. Buffy / Angel / Bones guy. You can see why he was a main TV actor, because even when they were like trying to tell us that he was the killer and being creepy, and then it's real that he wasn't the killer because it was Dorothy the whole time, but then yet he was still the killer with the last.
Right.
Fuck Valentine. Like I said, out of the 4 movies that were on the little wheel that I spun for us to select a Valentine's Day movie, this is definitely the worst one. It is not good. It is not good. And I love Marley Shelton, and I love the dude from Bones and Buffy and Angel. He's he's a good actor, but he was day and night with this character in this movie, and it was fucking annoying. With this fucking dog shit movie, like, it's not a dumpster fire, because it still has some good kills, and I got to watch Denise Richards get drilled and not in a sexual way in that glass hot tub. The best I can do with this one is a 3. Is that why you were stroking your beard?
I'm not stroking my beard. I'm holding my fingers up.
I thought you had 4 up the whole time.
I was sitting here going back and forth so people could see. Not a finger over here. Not a finger over here.
Okay. Well, during Frozen, did you predict it right? Because you gave
did.
it an 8. I gave it a 6. Did you? Fuck it.
Oh no! It was I predicted another one tonight. Correct. I don't remember which one.
Hall pass. Kathy Ireland and Denise Richards, they do look the same because they have the same dark eyebrows, but Kathy Ireland had better blowjob eyes. If we're going to go on looks. If we're going strictly on looks here.
So, for me, I mean, I'm not going to go into a whole lot of, like, we've already kind of talked about a lot.
And I know Kathy Ireland's only been in like 1 movie, but it was still a lot better.
So this movie for me gave me, it wasn't great. It wasn't bad. I'm probably not going to watch it again. It gets a 4 from me.
Okay. That's fine. That's A-okay, Pawn Shop. Now, all of my, like, we've done 2 hours of me hating on Denise Richards. Do you agree with my hatred toward her? Do you think she's a better actress than I'm fucking portraying? Like,
I don't think she is as bad as you want her to be.
every single one of her roles is the same exact Denise Richards every fucking time. Which is bad. It's bad. It's
I
like
disagree.
It's bad.
Apparently my chat GPT isn't there anymore. All right,
ChatGPT. If you ask ChatGPT who's the worst actress of all time, would probably say Denise Richards. or Kim Cattrall?
Oh, you want to find out?
No. Well, actually, yeah. Let's see if it's a name
Hold
that
on,
we
hold
are
on.
familiar with. Because it'll probably give us a name that we don't even recognize.
Hold on, let me. How do I add that on here? And we'll just make it. We'll make it a fucking thing on here.
I'll just take your word for it.
No,
Instead of
literally.
asking the worst actor of all time, ask is Denise Richards the worst actress of all time?
No, like I was going to say, let's just go pull up Google on here right now, and just or pull up Chat GPT right now, and show it on here and say, let's see what it says.
Can I Google Chat GPT and then go to that?
Yeah.
Because I don't have Chat GPT on my computer.
Well, I thought I did, but I have it on my other computer. Hold on, let me open it up on here, and I'll tell you.
Oh, there it goes. How can I help you? Should I write?
Yeah. Well, before you ask anything,
Share
bring it up on screen. Bring it up on screen.
I'm getting there. Share screen. Use AI. Okay. All right. You see it?
Yep. Sure do.
Now, do I type who is the worst actress of all time, or is Denise Richards the worst actress?
I think we should do both. Like, do the first one, and then you can go back and start another thread and do another question.
That's a pretty subjective question. Big performances. Some criticized roles in big budget films during the late 1990s. Strong points. Works well in stylized or campy material and has built a successful entertainment career over the decades. Verdict: not the worst, just an actress with mixed critical reception depending on the project. So then ChatGPT's like, you have a point, but here's a counter. Like, wow.
All right, so there's an opportunity to go back. Yeah, just go right back to it and say, who is the worst actress of all time?
Oh, I have to fucking pay.
All right, hold on. Let me do it. Because I can get one free question. For sure. Hold on. Hold on. Let me go back here. How do I share that shit?
You see the little screen at the bottom of the plus sign on it? That's how you share the screen. But that's a very loose-ended fucking question, too. To where it's going to be like, well, some people consider Kim Cattrall.
All right, so we're gonna we're asking what now? Why is this looks different than what you had?
You just type in who's the worst actress of all time. Who's the worst A-list actress of all time? How about that? I want you to pay for it too.
Oh, well,
that bitch.
This is different. Hold on. Let me try this differently.
Oh, fuck it. I'm ChatGPT, and I'm telling you right now, it's a tie between Kim Cattrall and Denise Richards.
Am I still sharing?
Yes. There's a little stop sharing button on your screen if you want to stop sharing.
Oh, yeah, I'll stop sharing. Like, let me.
Anywho, I already gave him the answer.
Either way. All right. So I'm not gonna mess with it right now. I get.
These
What?
shooters can control.
Why did our
Tide.
shit change?
They're the worst actors of all time. Just like I don't think Denzel Washington is the worst actor of all time. I just think he's the most overrated actor of all time. There's a big
Fair
difference.
enough. Okay, so we're delving into some shit again. So we've rated our
What?
movies.
Yes. What are we doing next week, sir?
Oh, it's on me, isn't it?
Yes, sir. I probably should have reminded you of that before we did this.
Yeah. So fuck it. We're just gonna go with some magician movies.
Okay, what are those?
We are gonna go with a movie I have seen in The Prestige
That's the Christian Bale one, isn't it?
and Hugh Jackman,
And Hugh Jackman. Yeah.
and a movie I have not seen in The Illusionist.
You never seen The Illusionist?
I have not.
Okay, I think I remember which one of those two are my favorites because they both came out around the same time.
They did, and The Prestige beat the fuck out of The Illusionist.
Okay. I can't remember which one of my favorite one was, but I remember that debate, and I remember deciding
One over
which
the
one
other.
was my favorite. But I don't remember what that answer was. I have to go and revisit those movies and decide.
Like initially,
which
my
one.
thought was different, but all my stuff was.
We can do magic, huh? I wish I
We're
still had
gonna-
my magic kit. Because then I'd bust out my magic kit and do some magic tricks and stuff. Like maybe I will. Maybe I will.
I was
Might do
really
some
hoping
magic.
to hold off on the magic one until I could actually show you my magic trick. I have a great card trick that is going to blow your mind, and
But we put this we put the spot on you here.
yes, so we're doing magic next week, and
Okay.
maybe I can convince my wife to come in and let her hands be in the show or something.
Yeah, you gotta have the assistant. Yeah.
Or
So
I mean,
yeah,
I
tune
don't-
in next week. You might see a magic trick or two, or you might just see a couple people.
the likelihood of an
magic.
Andrew weekend next weekend is unlikely. So, but I will like next time we have an Andrew weekend and we're live streaming together. I will do my magic trick.
Oh, we're
on
gonna be
you.
like, follow the ball. 3 card Monday, 3 card.
No, it's a card trick. It is a card. It is a card. It is a card trick.
Make me disappear. Dude, I've owned so many magic kits, but I can't remember how to do any of the magic tricks. Because since they're magic kits, it's like it's never a normal deck of cards. It's a trick deck.
My card trick is my card trick is literally one of the best.
If you can find a card trick that you can do without having somebody be there with you, we can do it on the screen. That'd be cool.
I don't need anybody there with. I literally, you and I can be there the entire time, and I will show you a card trick that will blow your mind.
No, I'm saying like you by yourself. Like I'm not there with you. If you can show us on the screen a magic trick, that'd be cool.
But, well, part of the magic trick is
Do you want to backpedal on selecting magic this week? Do you want to pick a different movies? You can. You're still alive.
I think so because I think my magic needs to be the one that you're there with me.
Do you really want to save your magic episode for a time where you can razzle dazzle, huh?
I want to show my magic trick when it's not
Okay.
just me there because
That's
my
fine.
magic trick doesn't work if it's just me because, well, I mean it does work if it's just me, but nobody's gonna believe it if it's just me.
That's fine. Yeah. Oh, okay.
So,
What's another set of movies that you're picking?
Okay, we're gonna go with my other train of thought. Then we're gonna go with a Sweeney Todd episode.
What do you mean Sweeney Todd episode? There's only one Sweeney Todd movie.
Yes, we're gonna do the Sweeney Todd with Johnny Depp, and we are also gonna do Jersey Girl.
Oh, so just another random musical to go with Sweeney Todd.
No, because Jersey Girl, the climax of the movie, spoiler alert, they do Sweeney Todd where everybody else does Cats.
What the fuck?
You're going to understand the Sweeney Todd reference when you watch Jersey Girl.
These are
again.
movies, right? Like I don't have to watch a play, right? Like I'm watching 2 movies, right? Jersey Girl.
Correct.
Like Kevin Smith, Jersey Girl.
Correct. and Sweeney
Oh,
Todd
I'm
with
all
Johnny
done
Depp.
with that. Sweeney. Okay. There's a connection to those two movies.
Absolutely.
You just fucking in my mind because I lick the nuts of Kevin Smith every day, all day.
Well, I'm glad I chose those instead because those are the movies we're watching: Jersey Girl and Sweeney Todd.
And
The
they're
Demon of Barber
somehow related. They're
The
somehow
Demon Barber of
connected.
Fleet Street.
Okay. Not the first time you reviewed Sweet Todd on a
It is not.
podcast.
And
I'll have to go revisit and see what our answers are.
Okay, so what I will tell you though is you need to watch Sweeney Todd first and then watch Jersey Girl.
Oh, so there's an order. Okay, so watch Sweet Todd and then Jersey Girl, and then you'll
Correct.
tell me how they fucking.
Oh, I won't have to tell you how. You're gonna understand.
I'm gonna be like, oh, motherfucker. Okay. All right, that's my boy Kevin Smith. All right. Like Joe Pesci from Lethal Weapon. All right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Good old
And
Joe
now
Pesci.
we have been the Sons of Screens.
Yep. I've been Faye. That has been Colonel.
I have been.
Happy
Colonel.
Friday the 13th. Happy Valloween. I hope you all get laid and have a good time and celebrate this rare holiday that's not going to happen for another 11 years.
No. It's going to happen again in a month. And then it's going to happen again in November. And then the 3 time in a year will not happen in 11 years.
No, but the Valentine and Friday the 13th being the same weekend, it's not going to happen for another 11 years.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, we're not going to get that Valloween for another 11 years when we're in our 50s and hopefully not dead. That's
We
a little
shouldn't
dark.
be dead.
That's a little dark. That's the way we end the show. All right.
All right. Love you guys.
Oh, y'all. Good night.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.